To stand up on this one, bro. We ain't taking it, these girls get the wins up. Big Miami Dolphins in the building, put the fins up. We ain't taking it, these girls get the wins up. Big Miami Dolphins in the building, put the fins up. Put the fins up. Let me see you put your fins up. Put the fins up. Get in. Let me see you put your fins up. It's a hot sunny day out in Hard Rock. Ain't nobody coming in to winning, this is our block. All I heard on the off season was hella talk. Then it came time to play ball, now it's 2 o'clock. We ain't scared of anyone, we knock opponents down. All of a sudden Miami the hottest show in town. And everybody wanna be like us. Well, Tyreek got it, leaving everyone in the dust. Yeah, they don't wanna be believers, they thinking them we some phonies. So we had to go and hit them with 70 on them ponies. 2 times undefeated, that's a game plan. If you ain't stand behind a quarterback, you ain't a fan. We got the deep pass run game trifecta. And to a man, now to break a franchise record. We Super Bowl bound, they gon' see the way for real. Some on sniper on that, they got confirmed kills. We ain't taking it, these girls get the wins up. Big Miami Dolphins in the building, put the fins up. We ain't taking it, these girls get the wins up. Big Miami Dolphins in the building, put the fins up. Put the fins up. Let me see you put your fins up. Put the fins up. Get in. Let me see you put your fins up. Let me see you put your fins up. Let me see you put your fins up.
All right, it's Sunday, folks. Early Sunday. Welcome to Breakfast with Barry. Today we talk about bagels and pretzel bread and things like that and what you're having for breakfast. Nah, just kidding. We're talking about the Miami Dolphins facing the Kansas City Chiefs. We look like we're about 14, maybe 10 minutes outside of kickoff. Got to do the housekeeping matters. Notice there was a question. No, I cannot show the actual game on the screen. Nobody can. At this point, if you try to do that, yeah, you'll get away with it for a short period of time, and then YouTube will cut you off. They'll just cut your throat. So basically what we do here is we have a watch party. Many of you guys who've been here understand. You watch along, we comment, we engage, we give away some goodies and things like that. And then we just have a lot of fun. We talk, just not football, we talk about a lot of different things. That being said, a comment came in that I got to put on the screen and read. Let me just show you guys something. Ready? Did it come up? There it is. It says, this channel better bring good luck and positive comments. Last time I was here, people were brutal with Tua, who played a good game. Back off, fair weather fans. Nothing but positive, including Barry. So let me just go ahead and answer that real quick. If you're here looking for hopium, copium, pat on the back, you might be in the wrong place. You might want to check out another channel. I always say, respect when deserved. No, what's it? Respect when earned, criticism when deserved. All I can promise you is an honest analysis. No fanboy stuff, no just wishing for the best. I'm here to I hope the Dolphins win, but I'm going to break things down as I see them. I don't know any other way. I'm just not one of those guys that just, everything is great and everything's fine, it's fantastic. Players do well, you credit them. Players do bad, you let them know and critique them. That's just how it is. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it because that's what I do. That's my channel does well, and I'm sorry I'm not sorry. If you're looking for just glorified Dolphin stuff, this may not be the channel. However, I've spent a year developing this channel, and I developed it by being completely honest with people who listen to me. And I thank you for that. All right, so the other housekeeping matter of the day. Let's get to this real quick. We do this every single game. Here's your inactives. Very, very, very short list. That being Robbie Chosen is inactive. Skylar Thompson is at fake inactive. Well, he's actually going to be available should, unfortunately, Tua and Mike White go down. Cornerback Kelvin Joseph, safety Brandon Jones, and offensive lineman Robert Hunt. That's it. That's all the inactives right now. So basically, all of the BS about being hurt and everything else is kind of out the window. The team is basically putting its full complement of players on the field. I don't know if Teron Armstead is starting, but he has been activated. So if he's activated, he's going to play. Connor Williams back at center. Jalen Ramsey out there. Xavier Howard playing. Everybody who needs to be playing is playing. Obviously, except for Devon Achane. But I believe, and I've always believed, that Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson are capable of taking this running game if the guys up front can block. Where's Eichenberg going to go? Is he going to go to left guard, or are they going to put Connor at left guard and start Eichenberg at center? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll just have to see in that regard. So one other thing I want to talk about. It went around a lot on Dolphins Twitter and everything else, and people were talking about a narrative. And they were hoping that this game would bust, quote, the narrative. A narrative is defined as a spoken or written account of connected events, a story. That's what a narrative is. Doesn't mean that a narrative isn't true. That's the problem with a lot of Dolphins fans. They say, oh, they're out there with this narrative. What, that the Dolphins haven't beat anybody with a winning record. It's not a narrative. It's true. It's 100% true. It's incumbent upon the Miami Dolphins this week to try and change the narrative. See, that can be changed. So a narrative isn't a bad thing. If it's factual, it's what really is going on. Now, let me just show that one more time. A narrative is a spoken or written account of connected events or a story. It's connected. It's all connected. The entire NFL season, 6-2, 6 wins, 2 losses against teams with winning records. True narrative, true connected events, true story. Hopefully, today, the Miami Dolphins can flip the script and change the narrative. The narrative is what it is. And I think a lot of people think that when people talk that and they say that story, that they're actually making something up, that it's negative, when it's 100% real. Today, as they said in The Godfather, you settle all family business. Today, you have to bring it. Today, you have to show the league. You have to show everybody who's an NFL fan that you deserve to be considered in the elite teams in the league. And the only way you're going to do that is by beating the Kansas City Chiefs. And you're 100% capable of doing so. The Miami Dolphins I have no doubt in my mind that the Miami Dolphins can win this game. Now, as Mike McDaniel said in those glowing interviews with Dan Orlovsky and Rich Eisen, you got to execute. Now, there's not much Fangio can do, except, the calls and Mike McDaniel can do. Now the players have to execute. The game plans have been in place. He's told you what he wants to do. He's told you how he wants to approach this game. Now the 22 guys and the subs are going to have to execute. That's the only way. Don't care about refs. Refs are refs. It's insane. Don't bother me about the refs. I'm one of those guys who hates that body weight call when you make a sack. That's absolutely absurd. But the rules are the rules. And excuse me while I take a sip because it's early Sunday morning. So let me take a couple comments here. What's up, Sam? How you doing? Sound like a first timer. Offensive line has to protect Tua. Absolutely. That goes without being said. A lot of people have gotten Tubo, whatever it's called. They lose so much money on people getting free trials and then backing out. John Duvalier says, totally agree with you. You have to be realistic. You have to be realistic. So they're getting ready to do the national anthem. Hey Sam, morning to you as well. Let's see. I don't understand. Somebody's singing, but I don't see their lips. That's interesting. They're not showing the singer. Sam, thanks for being here. Cincy born fins up early, real early. Oh, there's a singer. Okay. Big game for Mostert and Waddle incoming. Absolutely. Our defense is going to have a 5-sack game. That's some optimism. Love to see it. Michael Kozowski says Chiefs already had their time. Now it's Dolphins' turn. 9:30 p.m. Kaka. So you're over in what? Samoa. So you're 12 hours ahead of us already. Wow. No, Achan is not back. He won't be back for another week or so after the bye, most likely. Stuart King, it's funny you say this. Let me get this. Stuart says, I'm concerned about the subpar Dolphins defense. You would know that from looking on Twitter. They think the defense has been fantastic. But, Jalen Ramsey did perform up here last week with that big interception. So let's see what happens. This guy has been from Australia, became a Finns fan last year. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. And there are no fair weather fans. I am not going to define the level of fans. Barry, yes, I saw your picture. That was awesome. Very nice. What? Oh, he's singing German. The German. I was like, what is he singing? The German national anthem. Very nice. KC, one of only 3 teams that have the same 5 guys on the offensive line all season. That's a big thing to have as well. Oh, I didn't say that yet, huh? Channel your inner like to hit that smash button. Where's my button here? Here we go.
Come on, show some love and click that like button.
Johnny, it reminds me of being in college. And then after I got out of college, and you would go to tailgates, and tailgates would start at 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and the kegs would be flowing. So if you got it, tip it. Drink it, buddy. No kneelers. No kneelers this year. Not going to happen. What player on the Dolphins needs to have a great game for a win today? You may not agree with me. But I think that player that needs to have a great game today for the Dolphins to win is Raheem Mostert. We already know Tyreek's going to get his touches or his targets. We already know Jalen Waddle's going to get his touches and his targets. If they can't run, they can't win. Period. If they can't run, they can't win. So I got to believe that Raheem Mostert has got to bring it today, which in turn means the offensive line has to bring it. If you cannot run against Kansas City, it's going to put way too much pressure on Tua. So I think the big part of the game here is what does Raheem Mostert and Jeff Williams do on the ground? So here's Stacey Dales. She was one of the people who interviewed Tua and said she almost cried on the way. Mike McDaniel almost cried on the way home. Chuck Henley, yes, X and Ramsey are both playing today. So we got the full slate of people. Ray Moore, you're absolutely right. That is the key. Just have a great game. Just have a great game. Let's see what else we got here. KC is distracted by Taylor Swift. No Tay-Tay? Tay-Tay didn't fly up. I guess she had a show in Argentina last night. She didn't get on the Learjet and fly over. I'm very surprised. Let's see here. Why didn't Taylor Swift? I'll tell you why Taylor Swift didn't sing the national anthem. She ain't getting paid to sing the national anthem. Makes way too much money to go out and do that stuff for free. She turned down the halftime show. Nah, I don't need it. Most people would love to do the halftime show. Nah, not interested. But be surprised if Kansas City were to make the Super Bowl if she'd show up and do it. Set up the run to set up the pass. You guys are absolutely right. Achan is indeed inactive until the bye. So after the bye. So here we go. They just said that Miami Dolphins won the coin toss, but they deferred until the second half. So all right, kick is off. Jason Sanders boots it deep into the end zone. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25. Let me go ahead and adjust the scoreboard. Bring that in here. So we got that. And we move it in on this side. And there we go. And bring it down. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 25. Mahomes is in a shotgun. He's got Pacheco out to his right. Loud crowd, loud, boisterous crowd in Frankfurt. He's back to pass already. Plenty of time, throwing it deep, and he hits his, who's that, Kelsey already? No, that's one of his wide receivers. So already it's different than against the Broncos game. Those guys couldn't catch crap. And 23-yard bullet. Wow. He had plenty of time. I mean, look at that offensive line, the blocking he's got. Just sit back there all day and do that. All right, 1st and 10 from, looks like about the 46-yard line. He's in an empty backfield. Back to pass, no pressure whatsoever. Throws it out to Kelsey in the flat for about 4. We're going to give him 4 yards on that until he was brought down by, I think it was David Long that brought him down. That was a test pass. I'm telling you right now, that pass wasn't designed to get a lot of yards. That pass that he just threw to Kelsey was to read coverage. He wanted to see who was going to cover him when he did X or Y. That was an Andy Reid special. Andy Reid didn't intend on that play making, so just watch out what they do with Kelsey on future plays just like that. All right, so it's 2nd and 6. Inside handoff to Pacheco. He runs. He's still getting pushed. He's probably going to get like 5 yards on that, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. I don't think that Kansas City has a tush push, so we're not going to see that. By the way, did you see the tush push that Rutgers did against Ohio State? Fantastic play yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and look up for that on YouTube, or actually go on Twitter and see Emmanuel Ancho. He got a copy of it. All right, here we go. 3rd and 2, they're calling it. Mahomes is under center. Looks like he's going to throw it. He's got a man wide open. This is to the halfback for about 10 or 12 yards. Miami looked completely fooled on that play. Kader Kohu with the tackle, but that shouldn't have happened. Jalen Phillips came in and just got sucked in. That was Jalen Phillips who was supposed to take that guy coming out of the backfield, and he got completely sucked in. Good thing about it is Jalen used his wheels and actually made the tackle. All right. Oh, we got some spammers in here already. Hold on, let me take care of them. He's back to pass. He's throwing deep, wide open. Man. Okay, I'm sitting here. I've got to get rid of the spammers first. And all right, got rid of spammers. All right. Got rid of them. There's probably going to be a lot of spammers in here today since this is the early game that they can devote their attention, but I got something for him. He's gone. All right, 1st and 10. It's not quite 1st and goal. They can get a first down without scoring. Mahomes, plenty of time to throw. Did he catch that? Oh my God. Wow. That was kind of disconcerting, to say the least. Wow. They're saying the ball may have hit the ground. They may bring that back. Hold on. Let's see if they do here. Yeah, they may overturn that. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that hit the ground. I'm trying to get the scoreboard in the right spot. Plays under review. In any event, okay, here we go. That's where I'm going to keep it. It's under review. I think it hit the ground. They may have to call it back. In any event, even if that is called back, this is way too easy. Way too easy. I mean, the way that they've went down the field on that play. Defense, I don't know if it's jet lag or what, but get ready, man. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. I forgot something here. Let me go ahead and put this up for a second here. Where is this? Hold on a second. I got to adjust my lighting here real quick. Forgot it's not quite nighttime outside. All right, so we're back in here. All right, there we go. Had to change the light. I don't think they're going to score 50. Come on. You know what I forgot? I forgot my woosah. Where's my woosah? I got to find my woosah button. It's okay. It's early. It's definitely early. No reason to fret yet. We don't have to freak out. Don't have to do all that. It's first quarter. Still 12 minutes left in the first quarter. Don't have to worry about it. Dolphins haven't even had the ball yet, but that's not good so far. So this is going to get overturned for sure. Hey, Mike, what are you saying? Because on a good note, they didn't get much running. No, they only ran one play, didn't they? I think it was one running play, and it got like 6 yards. So I'll take that if I was them. Hello, good morning, Pablo. No pressure. You give Mahomes that much time, he'll destroy you. That's the early problem. Not so much that the receivers are catching the ball or anything else, that Mahomes is having a field time to make a cake back there. Why am I up on Sunday? Hey, everyone, 9:30. I felt the same way. And it was daylight savings time. But you know what? Dogs don't know daylight savings time. They're like, I need to go out. I need to have my food. I need to have my treat. And he's being good right now. He's sleeping. But if he gets up, this is throwing him in the tizzy, because usually about 10:30 has his extra brekkie. So I understand you. Omar Kelly had a good point. Refs called penalties against the Finns until they agreed to do hard knocks. Then they eased it up. All right, so we got an incomplete pass. It is incomplete, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 from about the 11. I can see that. All right, so maybe with that timeout, Fangio could have wired some stuff down from upstairs and said, hey, guys, what the hell are you doing? All right, going to do it all over again. 2nd down, you got Patrick Mahomes is in a shotgun. And he's got an empty backfield. They're blitzing, and he threw it out to the side, and shitty tackling, and touchdown.
Tackling is still of the utmost importance to us.
I hope I don't have to play that a lot in this game. That play should have been stopped immediately. Did he catch it behind the line? Let's take a look at this. You got a blitz coming. Patrick Mahomes sees the blitz. The pass is caught behind the line of scrimmage. 1, 2, 3 guys couldn't bring him down. Yeah, that. Let's hold him to a field goal, get our ass out. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. So much for Tom. So much for getting there early in the week. Well, woosah. Yes, woosah. It's early. Here's a problem, though. If you can't put pressure on Patrick Mahomes with your front four, and you can't put pressure on him when you blitz, what do? All right, so it took him 3 minutes to go down the field and score. Ignored the penalty, the incomplete pass, and just went in. Patrick Mahomes, wow, is this true? 71 yards passing in the first 3 minutes of the game. 71 yards in the first drive. Wow. All right, here we go. So there goes that narrative about getting there early in the week. Yeah, I hear you. All right, so kickoff is way out of the end zone. All right, so let's see what the Dolphins can do. 1st and 10. That electric offense. Armstead did just walk out, so Armstead is starting. Austin Jackson, Jones, and I'm trying to see who the front 5. Connor Williams, obviously. So let me just see who is the left guard today. Oh man, the Chiefs showed up. Chiefs fan base showed up. Wow. All right, Tua is under center. He's got Raheem Mostert behind him. Got Waddle in motion, short motion. Long count. Play action. He's looking deep. Waddle's wide open. 1st down. All right.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Very nice play. I don't know if people took the over on this game, but I think the over was like 50 points. Dan Orlovsky basically just said Tua thrown to a spot, but he said, before Jalen Waddle was even open. All right, so 1st and 10. He's under center again. Alec Ingold and Raheem Mostert in the backfield. Cheetah in motion. Quick pitch, toss pitch right to Mostert. Goes nowhere. Doesn't get anywhere. I don't think they're going to be able to go outside on the Kansas City Chiefs. This is where the big guys up front are going to have to earn their money. You're going to have to just kick some butts. So we got Armstead, Robert Jones, Connor Williams, Lester Cotton is playing right guard, and Austin Jackson. Eichenberg's not on the field. Anxious to see how Armstead does. Oh boy, Jalen Waddle down. Jalen Waddle on the ground. Ooh, that's not good. Maybe he got hit in the old family you-know-what. Another spammer. Let me get rid of them real quick. Yeah, it looks like, I don't want to say hopefully. I don't hope that the guy got hit down low. But based on how he's kneeling, that's usually an indication of someone getting hit down in the family area. He's up. Let's see here. Oh no, it was he got leg whipped. As Mostert was coming up, he got leg whipped. Hopefully it's not serious, but he's heading to the blue tent. Wow. That sucks. All right, 2nd and 9. Who'd they bring in? Oh, they've got Chase Claypool in. So Chase Claypool is running number 3 at this point. 2nd and 9. Tua is in a shotgun. Durham Smythe goes in motion, pushes Tyreek back. Now we bring a second motion guy in. There's a pass. That's going to go nowhere. That's a 1-yard gain. So it's 3rd, and it's going to be 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 9. Tyreek went in motion. It's like they knew that play was coming, and they just ate him up at the line of scrimmage. All right, so big play here. Don't want to put that offense back out there. 3rd and 9. Obvious passing down here. So you got Berrios is in the game now. They took Claypool out, so we've got Berrios and Tyreek. Oh, no, Claypool is in. So the 3 receivers are Berrios. No, they got 4. Cedric Wilson, Berrios, Claypool, and, of course, Tyreek in a shotgun. And they call the timeout. Too long, Mike. Too long with the communication coming into Tua. This is a big game, and it's a big game for him on a big stage. That's the kind of stuff we saw last year as well. Hello, Belinda. BS plays won't work with this type of caliber team. Let's see here. Defense way too up and down. The good offenses kick our butt. Claypool was lost. Did he not know where he was supposed to line up? It did look kind of weird. I don't think you can sit Waddle if he's capable of playing. He's going to scheme up. Hey, GTO, he's going to scheme up some kind of flea flicker right now. I hope not. I mean, not against these guys. All right, here we go. That was a quick timeout. All right, 3rd and 9. Here we go. Looks like he brought the same personnel back right out on the field. He's got Raheem Mostert to his left. They're coming. Looks like they're coming for sure. You better go. They backed off. What now? We got a flag. False start. 83, that's Claypool.
Don't beat yourself.
Got it queued up. All right, so, all right, Chase. And Waddle is still out, still got Claypool, Cedric Wilson. 3rd and 14 now. You got Smythe in motion, goes back in motion. Defense is moving all over the field. Got another flag. What is this one? Offside. So we got offsides against the Chiefs. All right, so they get that 5 yards right back. Hey, Joseph, how you doing today this morning? This grand Sunday morning out here. All right, so we basically had exchange of penalties there. Tells you how big this initial third down is for both these coaches. So let's see who they got for personnel out there now. Tyreek, I'm seeing Tyreek, Barrio, Smythe. All right, so let's do it all over again. Now Tua is in a shotgun. He's got Mostert to his left. Tyreek is squatting down. Tyreek going out in motion. He's got, sacked. Wow, he had a clear shot at Tua. No chance. No chance. Wow. Hey, Hannibal, what's going on, my brother? Coming on in here. Oh, and by the way, look for your certificate right after the game. Couldn't get them out. I got a bunch of them in my email. I'll have to send them out to you guys. But obviously at 9:30 in the morning, didn't have time to do it pregame. So those of you who are waiting for it, you're going to see some stuff coming in your email after the game. All right, so that was a horrible series. All right, so he didn't go for a fair catch, and he's going to get buried down about the 19-yard line. Good morning, Mr. Taylor. How are you doing this morning? Let's see what we got here. The defense is not stopping Mahomes. That was just one drive. We'll see what happens. Armstead didn't even touch anyone. That wasn't Armstead's guy, but I understand when you look at it. I mean, that guy was to the left of Armstead. Armstead had a guy head up with him, so that was just a bad formation. When you're bringing out 4 receivers and they're bringing maybe 5 or 6 people, there's going to be someone who doesn't get blocked, and you're hoping that Tua can throw it before he has a chance to get to him. What's up, Terry Lynch? How you doing? The game so far not been what we've hoped for, but let's see what happens. Greg Dare says they haven't played a good home team yet. John, you're absolutely it was a corner blitz, unblocked. That's not Teron Armstead. That's basically Andy Reid saying you don't have enough guys to block. I can also take away your first read, and my guy's going to get there before you can get your second read. We got another spammer who's decided to show up, and they're going to get nuked real quick. Boom. So they're gone. Jimbo, what's up, my brother? How you doing? Big O 4185. Yeah, not good yet. Not good yet. Don't worry. Now, at this point, we can be real and see what's happening, but we don't have to convict yet. You know, there's plenty of time. We're still in not even midway of the first quarter. Let's see it. There's going to be some adjustments that need to be made, obviously. Dante Crane, I'm going back to bed. We are absolutely trash playing, winning teams. So damn embarrassing. It's early, people. I can't believe I'm the one who's saying, chill. Woosa. It's early. It's very early. Remember, against the Panthers, we got down 14-0 early in the game, and then scored like 35 straight points. That could happen against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll keep an open mind. I'll keep an open mind that maybe we can do that. Amazing how. Well, okay. Here's a good point. Amazing how that drive tanked after Waddle went out. You know why? Because at that point, they could focus everything on Tyreek. All right, so let's see what happens. Waddle looks like he may be coming back in. He's standing up. He's got his helmet. All right. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Mahomes, inside handoff. He goes for about 8 or 9. Completely shredding the front of the Miami Dolphins front 7. Not good. Chris Wheeler, that hurts. Yeah, that really hurts, bro. Playing like the Irish. People talk about being long-standing Dolphins fans and not seeing wins. I'm a Notre Dame fan. Talk to me, all right? Inside handoff again, goes for another 6, 7, 8. I don't know what Zach Sealer, hold on, so you're going to talk about, Waddle. Waddle is officially called questionable. Questionable for Waddle to return. Wow. All right, so 1st and 10. If Waddle can't come back, that's a big problem. Mahomes is under center. Back to pass, plenty of time, throws it out. He actually did get pressure at the end there. Notice something thus far with Kansas City. Kelsey's been involved with one play. So I don't know if Andy Reid is still on his script for the opening in a game, if he's looking to see what's, basically doing his adjustments. But Kelsey's only been used on one play thus far. Got another spammer. I knew they'd be coming in today. Okay, all right. So what do we got? 2nd and 10. That time, Alec Van Ginkel, who I think is the stud of this defense, got a tackle for loss. I'm saying 3rd and 11. They say 3rd and 10. All right, so this is definitely a Kelsey down if there ever was one. 3rd and 10 right here. Let's see here. Okay, so we got Mahomes in an empty backfield. I would say this is Kelsey time. There it is. There's Kelsey, but he's going to be way short. That's only about 4 or 5 yards, and they got him. So it's 4th and long, 3 and out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he knew that they'd be all over Kelsey. But I love that Van Ginkel and Wilkins basically showed up on that play really quick. All right. 4th and 7, got him off the field. They got 1 or 2 tight ends, and now here's the punt. The game is on the NFL Network. Farias does a fair catch on the 18-yard line. It looks like they've put AVG on Kelsey, not Jalen Ramsey. Definitely a great stop, 3 and out. So everybody who took a deep breath, the calamity was avoided. They got the stop. This is a fun game thus far. Now, unfortunately, as you heard, Waddle is questionable. Let's see if he comes back in. Not sure if he's gonna make it back in. Tom, one of the adjustments he's gonna have to make is without Waddle, you're gonna have to go flip that card of plays that he's calling and figure out how you're gonna get somebody else involved in the game. Barrios maybe, Chase Claypool, even Cedric Wilson, because if they can just focus on Tyreek, that's really going to hurt the Dolphins. So got to find a way to do something different. Waddle, they didn't say he's out yet. They said he's questionable. So maybe he's going to get some treatment and get back in. All right, Cedric Wilson. And to me, you're exactly right here. Need to get the ground game. If you can't run and you've lost Waddle, that's a problem. That's really a problem. When you look at the difference between Tyreek Hill and Waddle, you're looking at a little receiver who's pumped. And when you're looking at Waddle, you're looking at a real slight guy. So maybe next offseason he can buddy up with Tyreek and start buffing out. I'm not beating myself anymore. I'm winning. Okay. Hey, Gary, on a run play, Waddle got just tangled up in a pile, and his leg got whipped, and so he went down. So we'll see what happened. It wasn't really leg sweeping. If you saw, the entire pile actually moved. So as Mostert was coming in, I mean, there was no way that was leg whipping. That was just a piled up on him. Happens to offensive linemen all the time. Hey, D-Letty, the Dolphins just tried that timing play to try and block the punt that Jacksonville used on them, but timing was way off. Yes, way off. All right, here we go. Roger Goodell is in attendance, along with his wife there. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 19. Tua is under center. Raheem Mostert behind him. Man in motion, quick pitch to the left, and that's going to get some yards. Good, about 5 yards there. Slow moving, but it just kept going. The entire pile just kept moving forward. So they're going to get 6 on that. That's good. So if you can go 6 yards on the first down, that's very, very good. Waddle's back, so I guess it's not questionable anymore. He's in the game. He just ran in. All right, so 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4, 2 is under center again. Mostert again. Tyreek in motion, doing a reverse, double reverse. Here we go. Here comes Waddle. And you're going to get hurt again because they almost slammed him into the bench. All right, so that's a first down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
I don't know if I would have tried that with Waddle right off the bat. I think I might have tried it with Tyreek and go the other direction. I mean, this guy just got back in the game, but it worked. Oh, nice lateral by Hill. Very nice lateral. All right, so it's 1st and 10 from about the 35-yard line. Waddle in motion, play action, going to the other side. He's going to get sacked. Oh, he evaded a sack, completed a pass to Tyreek, and they put Tyreek down after about a 5 or 6 yard gain. Got a flag, though. Don't know what this flag could be. Love that how Tua shook that sack. Holding on defense, that's going to be an automatic first down. So their safety is doing exactly what he said he would do in a video. He said he's going to basically put hands on Tyreek and hit him even before the pass. But the key on that play was Tua's unbelievable just sense that guy was right there, and his turnaround just made that guy miss. All right, 1st and 10. Dolphins are moving on the 40, about the 40-yard line, 41 maybe. Tua under center. Claypool in motion, gets reset. Play action. He's looking deep, and he's got Tyreek for a first down for about 15.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Nice play, nice play, nice play. Man, these spammers are making me work. All right, so Tyreek basically found a hole in the zone for a first down. Tyreek is pumped, absolutely pumped. All right, so 1st and 10 from about the, let's see, I call it 42 going in. Tyreek in motion, goes back in a reverse motion. Was that Waddle got stuck, and that was Cedric Wilson just got drilled. I mean, absolutely drilled. All right. Oh, nice stick. Nice stick. All right, 2nd and 10. These guys can hit, man. All right, so 2nd and 10 from about the, we're going to call this the 43. Looks like they're bringing heat. Man in motion. Claypool, quick pitch to the right. And he's going to get 1 or 2. So it's going to be 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 here. Let's see what Mike McDaniel can draw up. I don't think they're quite in field goal range yet. Not quite. All right, so 3rd and 9. The last time they did that reverse. They're calling it 3rd and 9, so I thought it was 3rd and 7. I thought he got a couple yards. I guess they're not saying. Haven't called Chris Jones' name yet, so it means the offensive line is keeping him out of there. Tua is in a shotgun. Lots of pressure. And Waddle caught that. Nice. Wait a minute, we got a flag. That might be holding. Offense is walking back. That's probably going to be holding. Looks like the blitz guy came right through and they had to hold him. What are they going to call? Or offensive motion. Illegal shift. Both guys were in motion, didn't get set, and
Don't beat yourself.
Come on, guys. Come on. You just took a first down away from So it's 3rd and 15. Now you're off schedule. Not good. Not good at all. All right, Tua is in his shotgun. He's got Raheem Mostert to his left. There goes Tyreek in motion. That's probably going to be enough. There's that shovel pass to Ahmed. It goes nowhere. Worked with Achane before, but this time they snuffed it out. So it's going to be 4th and. I don't know if they're positioned enough to get a field goal here. That shovel pass didn't work at all. Drew Tranquil from Notre Dame made that tackle. So they're going to punt, 4th and 11. Let's see if what happens here. Oh, he's punting, not a fake. Notice that Mike doesn't do many fake punts. Fair catch at about the 8-yard line. All right. All right, so gimmick too far. Yeah, I feel about gimmick plays. Line up, punch me in the mouth, beat me. Don't try this funky stuff. And they were ready for it, absolutely ready for it. So both defenses right there with a stop on those tier 2 series. So that went very well for both defenses. Let's see what happens next. Can you punch a guy in the back out of bounds? Only if the ref isn't looking. If the ref's not looking, you can punch a guy in the back. Need an INT for 6. Still early. Man, I wish you guys would get off the refs thing. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we can't just keep perpetuating the same excuses over and over. I mean, during any game, during any series, you can find a prospective penalty that wasn't called on either team. Come on, man. Either team. I remember when I was playing, Coach said on any single play, a penalty can be called. Whether we're holding or they're holding, someone's going to be holding in the offensive line. So it is. Yeah, it's just way too many excuses, guys. Wait. Play the damn game. Stop looking for excuses as to why things aren't going well. That's just not not good, man. All right. Somebody do something, get an interception, get a tackle. What's this? Do you think the Irish needs a change at coach? Yeah, I'm not feeling it for Marcus Freeman. Just not feeling it. I don't know why you mortgaged everything for Sam Hartman, and he just wasn't it. Yeah, that's the problem. It is what it is. And Roger Goodell's sitting up there. He's watching the game. They showed him. He's sitting there. He's having a good time. He doesn't care. They doesn't care. All right, so let's see. The good teams shut this offense down, or at least slow it down. Well, obviously it's been slow today. It hasn't been shut down. They've moved the ball, but it's different than what we're used to seeing. The most important thing is good teams know how to get the Dolphins off the field. Don't let them have extended drive. That's the problem with Mike McDaniel. You got to have the ball to win. And so far, I haven't seen Tyreek in any deep attempts yet. So we'll see what happens there. All right, first and 10 from the 9-yard line. Play action. He's got somebody open right there. Is that Kelsey? Yep. No. About 8-yard pass there. I'm listening to what they're talking about, the travel arrangements, why he waited so long. Not sure. All right. Inside handoff, and Pacheco takes it. Right, the pile is moving still. It's going to be a first down. I want to call attention to this. Jim, you're saying that Rich Eisen's video about what he experienced, I don't think it was fake. I think he was genuine. I think Dan Orlovsky was genuine. They were touched by what the guy said. So I don't think that's a problem, you know. All right, so it's a first and 10. So they're going to be about let's see, at the 20, about 1st and 10 from the 20. He's back to pass. He's got heat, but he eludes the pressure like nothing. Really easy for him. He steps out of bounds. He's going to lose about 1. When he eludes pressure like that, he doesn't even look like he's trying hard. It looks like, yeah, I'm getting rushed. I got heat on me. Let me just go ahead and tiptoe out here and get around it. Man, he's good. No, Mike, I don't, yeah, I agree with you. I don't think that Rich was being fake whatsoever. Sometimes when you hear somebody talk about their past, especially, you know, he's talking about his mother, that he wasn't being fake. All right, 2nd and 10, he's back to pass. He's being chased out. This time he got rid of the ball. I don't know if they're going to call grounding on that or what. Zach Sealer put Mahomes on his butt. All right, so they're not calling grounding. Let me see if I can see the halfback. Oh, yeah, he was in the area. He was over there. All right. So we're looking at 3rd and 10 here. They're getting pressure on Mahomes, which is different than in the first drive. On their first drive, they couldn't get anything on him. Okay, 3rd and 10. He's back to pass. This time he's going deep, really deep. Oh, overthrows. So it's going to be 4th down. And it's good stop. Good stop. I'm trying to find Tom Stockel's last information on his questions. I didn't have them ready to go here. Tom Stockel. Okay. Okay, I got it. Tom's got a good one here. All right, so good stop. 3 and out. Let's go. Mahomes had 71 yards or so on the first drive, and they've adjusted, and nothing really happened since then. So that's the end of the first quarter. So if you guys have been here or haven't been here, this is what we do. At the end of each quarter, we give a $25 gift card to Buffalo Wild Wings. All you have to do is be the first person to answer your question. Like I said, Vipey and Hannibal Rector, they're going to get theirs right after this game, but it takes about a week for me to get them redeemed and everything else. So be patient. They're coming. Those of you who have received them can let people know in the comments you actually do get them. All right, so here's one. And Tom, these are all courtesy of Tom Stockel. On Christmas Day in 1971, the Miami Dolphins won their first ever playoff game in a walk-off thriller against the Kansas City Chiefs. This game set a record that may never be broken. What was the record? Ooh, Tom, you went deep on that one. I don't think anyone's going to get that. Wow, Tom. The 1971 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs set a record that may never be broken. I may have to give a hint here, Tom. That was a tough one. That's a real tough one. Oh, my God. Hannibal Rector. Oh, no, wait a minute. No. I see it here. There it is. The longest game. Win by TKO. Yep, you were the first. Longest game. That game was 82 minutes and 40 seconds. 6th quarter won by Garo Yepremian on a 37-yard field goal. That was prior to the overtime rules of today, so it will not ever be broken. It won't be broken. So it may not be. No, it will never be broken. 82 minutes and 40 seconds. Almost 6 quarters. Wow. Absolutely awesome. Thanks, Tom, for that. W win by TKO. I don't know your name, but what I need you to do is to go ahead and text me your information. Let me go ahead and get that to you. Go ahead. Yeah, here you go. Go ahead and text me your information to 786-947-4770, and I'll get you out that gift certificate. It takes about a week or so, maybe 7 to 10 days, but you'll get it in your email. That's where they come. They come directly in your email. So you're going to see an email from my Gmail. My Gmail is bearhulu@gmail.com, and that's where you'll see it. So thanks, guys. All right. Very nice question, Tom. That looks crazy. Daryl, your premium looks like money. All right. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 30. Okay. Two is in a shotgun. Mostert to his left. There's a end around to Tyreek Hill. That's going to be a first down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
It's very interesting when you watch Tyreek. Tyreek is the only fast guy that looks slow. And what I mean by that is you don't realize he's really moving until you see everybody trying to chase him. That play didn't look like it was going anywhere, and you look down, it's like, oh, that's 9 or 10 yards. Wow. Wow. All right, 1st and 10 from the 40. We got man in motion. Another handoff. This is to Ahmed, I believe. That's not going anywhere. Ahmed gets maybe one. Running game. Outside of the reverses, running game's not doing anything thus far. Not doing a thing. Check. Okay. So now we're at 2nd and long, 2nd 9, 2nd and 8. Let's see what they called it here. All right, so they're back at the line. They're calling it 2nd and 10. So they're saying no gain on that. Ahmed is still the back, deep back. Two is under center. And play action. He's got time. He's thrown it deep. Ooh, almost in Tyreek's hands. He hit him in the hands. That one's on Tyreek, but Tyreek, you should have pulled that one in. He threw a touchdown pass to the Redskins. That was some of you young guys may never have seen that, but he grabbed the ball and he threw it and it slipped out of his hands and it went to the Redskins. All right, 3rd and 10. I didn't realize we were going to get into a defensive struggle at the beginning of this game. Let's see here. That was a good pass by Tua. It was right there. Tua's in a shotgun. And they're bringing heat again. Oh, wide open. And, fumble. I got to say he's down. Let's say he's down. Incomplete pass. Whew. Wow. Wow. Who was that? Jeff Wilson. Yeah, Jeff Wilson never had it. Nope, never had it. All right. Defense right now. Wow. What was he over under? 50? Man, Vegas going to sweep up today. Over under 50. All right, so it's 4th and 10. Jake Bailey here to punt. Let's see. It's got a fair catch at about the 4. So here we go. Now Mahomes back on the field. Wow. I didn't know you could jam a receiver by grabbing his face mask. Miami has been a slow starter today, that's for sure. KC defense is for real. Yeah, you're definitely playing a real defense. Let's see, what do we got here? Nincompoop. Wilson just dropped the pass for no reason. He's still rusty. Remember, this is probably his only 2nd game. He was on injured reserve for a while, so Jeff Wilson might just be a little rusty. Don't panic. Our defense has been out there for too long. Bad bad thing to do versus Mahomes. No panic. Like I said, it's still early. We're only looking at, 13-25. We've played a little over one quarter so far. The Chiefs looked like they were going to just run the Dolphins out of the building on that first drive, but since then, defense has held them on a couple 3-and-outs. So right now, you're seeing some coaching. So you got to wonder at this point, is this going to be a coaching game? Who's going to out-coach the other team, other coach? Is it going to be Andy Reid or is it going to be Mike McDaniel? Because right now you're looking at a chess match, an absolute chess match, and these guys are just wondering who's going to get the play called. Now, that last throw to, who was it, Tyreek? That was a first down that got dropped. That should have been right there. Our offense is biting us in the butt. So it's early in this offense, we've had a couple of drop passes. We had the drop pass by Jeff Williams. We've had a drop pass by Tyreek. Only one real penalty that's caused a problem, so nothing really problematic there. Just a few things got to work out some kinks. You know how I feel about Chase Claypool, big Notre Dame guy. I think he's got to throw his way for sure. Absolutely got to throw. Pathetic play calling. I don't know if it's pathetic. Found out that Mike McDaniel does have a script, and he's gonna run a script early. The fact that they haven't had as many plays to go through all the different scripted plays, that might be problematic as well. But the one thing that reigns supreme over this is they haven't been able to run. Reverses, I'm not counting those. I'm talking about actually handing off and running, and they haven't been able to run thus far. That's the problem I'm seeing. The rest of the thing can't work if you don't run.
Come on, show some love and click that like button.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 from the 18. Man in motion. Mahomes is back to the shotgun. Guy's coming back. Ooh, nice play. McCole Harbin tried to reverse. So Andy Reid tried to reverse. Christian Wilkins blew it up. Absolutely blew it up. Great play. So it looks like both offensive coordinators are having some issue with the other team's defense. Miami's defense is playing well at this point. All right, so now it's 2nd and 17. Big 7-yard loss. Deep in their end here. Mahomes in the shotgun. No pressure this time. Plenty of time. Incomplete. No flag. All right, so 3rd and 17. I don't know what is going on with Kelsey, but they're not throwing to Kelsey. So those of you guys who bitch about refs, did you see that play? Did you see that play? Don't bitch about the refs because that could have been called as well. So, all right, so 3rd and 17. Now we got a stoppage in play. Chiefs call timeout. All right. Mahomes is bitching. Yeah, he had a reason to bitch on that play. That's one of the things. That's why I don't pay attention to penalties because they go both ways. That was one that easily could have been pass interference. It wasn't called. Don't know what these guys are doing. I know what's it say? I know the offensive line has 2 starters back. That doesn't zone block and require reps and familiarity. Maybe reason running game. Well, Armstead's playing. Left guard, I believe. Connor's playing center. Hunt is there. And so they basically have their allotment. Cotton is on the right side. All right, so 3rd and 17. I don't think Randy Reid would take too big of a chance here. They're probably going to bring some heat on Patrick. Is he going to try and go for it? Just inside handoff and punt. Nope. He's got plenty of time. Dumps it off. There was nobody open deep, so they're going to get him off the field. Nice play by Kader Kohu by taking him down. Made a tackle. He made the tackle. 3 and out. Missing Hunt at guard. Okay. It's here. So when you're at third and 17, there's not a whole lot you can do. So basically, you give the punter some room to punt. That's about it. So now you're going to put the Dolphins back on the field. Let's see if they can get a decent snap off and get this punt off deep in his end. And there we go. Barrios is back on his 38 returnable punt, and he's going to go down. Good field position. Definitely good field position. So we got a definite defensive battle going on right here. Love it. Are X and Ramsey shutting these guys down? Looks like it. Looks like something's happening at this point. That last drive, 3rd and 17, not much you can do there. But I haven't seen anything from Kelsey yet. Excuse me. Oh, GTO, you're now today. You love Vic Fangio. You're not on that ledge yet, right? Okay. Yes, Frederick. I'll have to post that in there. Prayers for everyone affected by the wars. Absolutely. Smeg, this is the one problem I'm seeing with the Dolphins today thus far. It's early. I keep saying that. We're still in beginning of the second quarter, but no running game. I don't know what the stats are. I don't even know how many times they've tried to run yet. But those two big runs by the end arounds, don't count those. I mean actual running back runs. Yeah. Getting opportunities to score, we just got to take advantage. Okay. Yes, you got it. Hey, Raphael, that's how I feel as well. You got to run between the center, between the tackles, basically. Let's see what you can do. But you're one play away right now. Just one play away. One pass to Tyreek, one pass to Jalen Waddle from tying this game up. Remember, and we're a long ways away from the second half, but the Dolphins get the ball back at the beginning of the second half. I always like to look at that. That's one of the things I always loved with Bill Belichick is going for that 2-for-1, meaning score at the end of the half and then get the ball back at the start of the second half. To me, that's always been a great strategy, getting that 2-for-1. Don't forget today, guys, energy willing, God willing, going for a 2-for today, doubleheader, 4:15 or so. I'm going to do the Cowboys-Eagles game, which should be fun. So that was because one of you guys requested it. I'm glad we're not seeing Kelsey. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure why they're not finding him, but they're not. He's not finding him. All right, so here we go. Back up. 11:50. Let's see. GTO Dave is so much different. He says that Fangio is the greatest mastermind all time right now. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 44. Two is in a shotgun. Has Alec Ingold going in motion. He's got time to throw. He's looking deep. And Waddle had his hands on it. Good throw. It was right there. Incomplete. Now that could have been interference as well. I mean, any play out here could be interference. Absolutely. All right, 2nd and 10. Dolphins have taken their shots, that's for sure. Things have got to turn and go their way. He's got Mostert to the right of him. Cedric Wilson goes out in motion. Two is getting... Is that behind the line? Incomplete. Oh. Was that incomplete or was that a lateral? Hold on here. I look like a forward pass. Yeah, that's going to be intentional grounding. Yeah, that's probably going to be intentional grounding. Yep. Tua had no choice in that one. We've talked about that for a long time. Just get rid of it. Don't take the hit. Don't take the sack. Just get rid of it. Unfortunately, he didn't throw it to the cheerleaders like I've always said. Find a pretty girl over there and just get her the ball. That one was intentional grounding. All right. One of the comments in here is that it was 2 minutes. They had to review it. They saw what happened. Okay. All right. 3rd and 20. Don't get cute, Mike. Do the same thing that the Chiefs did. Take a shot, maybe, but he's back to pass plenty of time. Now he's getting chased out of the pocket, and Jeff Wilson will going to be 4th and 10 or so. So they're off the field. Wow. Sean, what are you saying here? TD Finstock is about to go nuts. Every play with him is tripped to the right, usually followed by gosh dog it, barrier comment. Because I don't get emotionally tied to it. Some of these guys get so emotionally tied to these games. I just like having fun and talking with you guys. Just let's just watch the game. Another flag. What is? I don't know what Roger Goodell is going to do about the that early morning frog in the throat. It's only 10:30. I'd just be getting breakfast right about now. All right, so here we go. Might be the drop balls are part of the problem right now. Oh, so the penalty was on the Chiefs. All of you guys who say who worry about penalties, they call it penalty on the Chiefs. It means they're going to be starting from about their 8-yard line. All right, guys. The big problem I don't see is the drops. The big problem I see thus far is they can't run the ball. And right now, it doesn't seem as either team can run the ball. Oh, it says GTO. It says Vic is going to be the star. Our defense is the only part of our team that's been in the red zone. All right, so let's see what happens here. I drove, what are you saying, Tom? I drove 575 miles last night, got home at midnight, and you're up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Thank you, brother. Thank you for showing up. It is getting bad. I mean, and it's bad on both sides. I don't know if you guys saw the Steelers game with the Tennessee Titans. It's just awful. It can go either way, and it's not against any one team. They just completely suck right now. Refs in this league suck. Order up a cherry turnover. Yeah. I told you Tom isn't real. He drove 507. Were you riding 575 miles, or did you actually drive 575 miles last night? Man. What else we got here? I'm trying to find this stuff. Raphael, you're absolutely right. Run the ball. Run them until he's not running it. That's for sure. Doing a lot. See, the Dolphins run a play-action-based offense. You guys know that. There's no play-action if they don't think you're going to run the ball. See, that's the other problem with it. Even on those plays that were dropped, we're used to seeing some of these receivers being wide open. And we're not seeing them wide open because at this point they're playing off because that play action isn't having the play or the action because nobody really worried about you running the ball. You might as well just drop back. Play action is just giving the guys rushing to enough time to get in because they're ignoring the run. Play action only works as if I think you're going to run the ball and run it well. So that's one of the problems. All right, so we're back to the game. What time is it in Frankfurt? All right, so it's 1st and 10 from about the 5. This has been something that's been saving grace, is that the field position has been horrible. So they're able to just stack the line and push everybody back right now. Mahomes can't do what he wants to do because he can't do it from the friggin' 5-yard line. And that also makes it so that the offense keeps getting good field position. All right, so 2nd down and probably 7. Let's see what happens there. 2nd and 8. Inside handoff, and it goes nowhere. Pacheco gets about 2 or 3. So now you're back to 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. Emmanuel Ogbah did a nice play here. I got to be amazed if on this play here, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, if they don't look for Kelsey. I mean, at this point, I got to believe that either they're sitting on Kelsey or he's just not getting open. So let's see what happens here on 3rd and 5. This is definitely a Kelsey down. Let me get rid of the spammers. I don't want to miss this play, though. What do we got here? 3rd and 5. He's got time. Nobody open. Looks like a 1st down this time to number 4. Don't know who number 4 is. All right, the spammers are nuking themselves. That's what I love to see. Nice way he extended himself. Thanks, Mike. I nuked him as soon as I have a chance to get to the other screen. All right, was that a 1st down? What happened? So they had to call a timeout. Huh. So they had to burn a timeout too. So Kelsey was open and they didn't throw it to him. Interesting. Shrimp and gumbo? No, I got no shrimp and gumbo. Okay, let me just change this. All right. So anyway, now we're down to 9:05. How much money is Vegas either making or losing? How many people took the over on this game? I think the over was like 45 or 50 points, and it ain't even close right now. Let's see. All right, so I'm not sure. Did they get the 1st down on that play? All right, 1st and 10 from about the 15 or 16 here. Mahomes under center. Blitz. Handoff. Not going to go anywhere. Maybe 1 or 2. Win by TKO says the line was 50.5. Wow. 50.5. Yeah, Vegas is losing on this. Well, Vegas could be winning if a lot of people went with that. So it's 2nd and 8. If you had told people beforehand that this would be a defensive battle, I don't think anybody would have believed that. Yeah, Vegas is making a killing today. All right, so 2nd and 8. Kelsey going in motion. Another blitz. Halfback gets him, picks him up, plenty of time. Better get rid of it, and he's going to throw it away. Yeah, he had plenty of time. So that tells you that obviously Ramsey and Howard are locking these guys down. However, we got a penalty coming up now. What's the play? Holding on, Bradley Chubb. That's a 10 or 15 yarder. Come on, man. All right, 1st and 10. Penalty gives him an extra 15 yards here. But more importantly, what all this does is keep Tua on the bench. That was a blatant one, guys. You saw that. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 22. Mahomes in the shotgun. Plenty of time. Time runs out, though. Now he's running it. Now he better get down. He's going to get smushed. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 5. I think they got a little ticked off. I think somebody popped him with an elbow to the head. He's begging for a penalty here. Oh, man. Yeah, if you had told anyone there would only be 7 points overall midway through the second before the game, they wouldn't believe it. Nope, I wouldn't have believed it. Another spammer here. I wonder where these guys are coming from. They're coming from like Saigon or something. All right, 2nd and 4 on this play. And he's got the first down on the ground there. Sustaining the drive. No, the game is not on cable TV today. The game is on, I guess you could say cable. It's on NFL Network. So that's what we're on today. All right, 1st and 10 from the 35. Remember, this drive started like on the 5-yard line, and they're running it, not getting anything. Agba and the guys just clogged it up there. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 maybe on this right now. Nothing happening. All right, so I've noticed that delay. It doesn't seem like there's a delay today, so it must be something with where they broadcast it. NFL Network is pretty clear. All right, 2nd and 8. Nothing really happened on that play. Mahomes in a shotgun, and that's going to be another first down and more. He's still running. Down to about the 45-yard line. All right. Only so long you can give Patrick Mahomes that kind of time to throw. They were doing well when they were putting pressure on him, but again, like I keep saying, it's 5:45 left in the second till half, and you're keeping Tua and the guys on the bench. Hey, Tom or somebody, can you let me know how many yards receiving Tyreek has right now? Was that Kelsey? Nope, still not Kelsey. I wonder how many yards does Tyreek Hill have receiving thus far? I bet he may have more yards running thus far than he does receiving. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. They're shutting down Kelsey. That's a good thing. 2nd and 7. Just take the clock still running down to almost 5 minutes. Puts a man in motion to his left. We got a penalty. Got a penalty on the Chiefs on that one. So that was a legal procedure. Wow. So Tom looked up something for us. As of right now, Tyreek has 3 catches for 27 yards. 3 catches for 27 yards. That is simply amazing. Amazing. So now that with that penalty, the Chiefs are backed up, and it's 2nd and 12. Interesting. Mahomes has 107 yards passing. I can't believe Tyreek. Thanks, Darren. Darren also says that Tyreek has 27 yards receiving. That's what happens when you're not on the field, too, as well. All right, so now it's 2nd and 12. Mahomes in the shotgun. Got a halfback to his left. He's changing the play. Good protection for now. He's going to take off running. He's still running. We got a flag, so that's probably going to be holding. Probably going to be holding on Kansas City. As Mahomes was escaping the pocket, it's got to be holding, no? What are they going to call here? Dan Orlovsky says it's going to be on Jalen Phillips with holding. Oh. All right, offsetting. All right, offsetting. Man. You look at the fans in the stadium, and they're like, what the hell are we watching, man? This doesn't. Actually, I love these kind of games. To me, this is the type of game I love. Low scoring, man on man, no fancy shit. All right, so 2nd and 12 now. He's got time. He's looking deep. Wide open for... so Deshaun Elliott ended up making the tackle. I'm not sure how he got so wide open. 24-yard gain. Still no Kelsey. How did he get so wide open? Jalen Ramsey let him go. Yeah. Wow. Ramsey was staying with Kelsey. If you look at that play and you rewind it back, Ramsey was watching Kelsey, and he let the guy go behind him. It's 1st and 10 from about the 25. Plenty of time. He's running around, and he's just going to take, 6 or 7 yards. I mean, I'd say 6 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 4. 2nd and 6. Now I got to tell you something. When you start seeing guys with their hands on their hips, remember they flew all the way over to Frankfurt, Germany. They start looking tired right now because they're putting out a lot of effort trying to contain Patrick Mahomes, trying to get some rush on him. Fangio better rotate these guys out. There's a handoff to Pacheco. That's not going anywhere. David Long came up. Watch the big guys, Wilkins, Zach Sealer, Chubb, and Jalen Phillips. Watch as this game goes on how much energy they're taking, chasing Mahomes around, conditioning at this point. Yeah, Pablo, that's what I'm trying to say. You're absolutely right. Our defense has been out there a long time. A long time. All right, 3rd and 3. Mahomes back to pass. He's got somebody underneath. This guy's going to walk in the end zone. Oh, wait, we got a flag. We got a flag. Don't count the points yet. Don't count the points. Got a flag, guys. Well, I think it's on Miami because Mahomes holding on me. So, wow. The part that sucks right now, too, as I said earlier, is so Tua is going to get the ball back with about 2:30 left. So you got 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. So the last thing you want to do here, the very last thing you want to do is go 3 and out. You don't want to go 3 and out and give them a chance to go up 21-0. Yeah, you're absolutely right here. Where is it? Jay Bex. This is what I was trying to point out earlier. The defense has been on the field the entire half. They're going to be gassed. They got to get in that locker room and get some get some IV or something in there. That TD is on our offense, inability to stay on the field. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. That was a 94. Yeah, you're right. Polo said it. That was a 95-yard drive for a touchdown. Took a lot of time, too. Tua is that guy that wears number 1 on his shirt. He's been mostly sitting on the bench today. There's a game plan for you. Just stay out there. Don't let them work. Just take it away from them. Now, the last thing I'm telling you right now, this is the worst thing they could do right now is go 3 and out. They got to have at least some sort of a sustained drive. Even if you don't score, do not go 3 and out. 3 and out would be devastating. Kansas City only has 1 timeout left. Don't go 3 and out. All right, so they're going to have 1st and 10 from the 25, 2:31 left, 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. So essentially 3 timeouts. You got 3 timeouts to work a drive here. So I don't know how, or if he is, how hurt Waddle is. But at this point, there's been a couple drops, but offense has not been that impressive as of yet. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 25. Tua is in a shotgun. Pitch to the right. He's going to get about 8 yards. Very nice. There you go. That makes the play action work. The play action works when you actually play, when you actually make a run. Notice who's in there. It's Salvin Ahmed, not Raheem Mostert. Wonder why. Gotta wonder. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 1. He got 9 on that. Good time to take a shot here. Tua's back to pass. And he's got, is that Waddle? Waddle over the middle for a 1st down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
So 2-minute warning. So Sean's call TD Fiztalk. He's absolutely going nuts. I'm not that emotional, man. It ain't there for me like that. KC is shortening the game. Every possession is worth more now. Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things, that was a quick 31 seconds. When they got the ball, it was 31 seconds left, and Mike ran an in-breaking route. I'm sure that Kansas City was looking for something, maybe out, save the time, but he ran an in-breaking route. Yes, when they catch the ball, good things definitely happen. With the score on this drive, after the half, and Dolphins get the ball back. Remember that. Let's see, what else we got here? Raphael, don't wish bad blood, man. Tua interception to follow. Too easy to see struggling offensive, and Tua will force it. No, he threw a nice pass there. Definitely a nice pass there. Don't do it.
Come on, show some love and click that like button.
Okay, don't hit any of them panic buttons until they... I think that's what you mean. Don't hit any of the panic buttons. I might have to agree with you. Running now with 2 minutes left? Yeah, that's what Mike does. He wants to keep you on your toes here. Oh, man, that's too funny. Our defense should be used to being on the field when the offense is on their game. They score quickly. Yeah, but remember, you had a long week of travel, and I don't know. When I went to Rome, it was 10 hours on a flight, but it's different. You're flying on a charter. It's comfortable. Even though the pressure of flying, the air pressure, you're still comfortable. You can go to sleep if you want. You've been there a week. This isn't about so much the travel as it is they've been on the field the whole damn time. Jim says, need to get a couple of 1st downs, some points before half. Absolutely. All right, so now that the 2-minute warning has gone past, now you've got 2 timeouts left to actually make this happen. So look for maybe at this point to go away from the run and try to find Tyreek somewhere. And guys, go ahead and hit that button.
Show some love and click that like button.
All right, 1st and 10 from about the 49-yard line. Tua is in a shotgun. Braxton Berrios goes in motion. He's throwing it over the middle to, who is that? Tyreek. Nice.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
All right, 146. Mike is not calling timeout. He's letting it run. So they're going to be at the 30, I'd say call it 33-yard line. So they're in field goal range already. So let's go. Clock is still running. Berrios in motion. Inside, nice fake. And he threw about a 4-yarder, 5-yarder to Durham Smythe, but he stayed in bounds. Come on, man. You got to know you got to get out of bounds. 110, 109, 108. Clock is ticking. Mike McDaniel is not using any of his timeouts. They just put something on the screen. Last time the Dolphins were shut out at halftime was 40 games ago. So, what? Medical timeout. Oh, you got a Chiefs player hurt on the field, I think. What's going on? So, that's odd. I've never seen that. So they called down to the field. I don't like the way that guy looks. Take him off the field. Oh, he happens to be the guy who's going to be covering Tyreek Hill. That's interesting. So now they're making him go off the field. That's crazy. That's really crazy. All right. Here we go. 1:26, 54 seconds left actually on the game clock. You got Cedric Wilson in motion. There's a throw. Oh my goodness. Fumble! Sorry for going quiet on you guys. Those of you who aren't watching on TV, Tua threw a pass basically 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It was complete. Kansas City Chiefs, it was to Tyreek. Kansas City Chiefs guy just nailed him and stuck him. Tyreek dropped the ball, and the Chiefs picked it up and ran like 60 yards for a touchdown. He just stripped him. That's a fumble. Number 21 picked it up. Tyreek was tackling him. He lateraled it back, and the guy ran 60 yards for a touchdown. They haven't flipped the scoreboard yet, so I don't know if they're reviewing it or what. So, of course, the referees... I don't know. I don't know what they're going to call that. Sorry for going quiet. Are they going to confirm it? Yeah, they confirmed it. Extra point has been kicked. Wow. I'm looking at it in really slow motion. He catches it. He still had it, and the guy ripped it from him. So he didn't drop the ball. They ripped it out of his hands. Wow. Wow, Hannibal, I think a lot of us are sitting here stunned. Absolutely stunned. Stunned. Wow, absolutely wow. I don't think you can call them frauds yet. Everyone yells at me because I'm so tough. This is a fast strike offense, a very fast strike offense. I know a lot of people are watching this game on other channels and they may be freaking out, but it is what it is at this point. It's 21-0 with 33 seconds left, and it's crazy. The big stage is killing the Dolphins, and the beat goes on. Bring on the cupcakes. Wow. I can't believe that a basically MVP wide receiver. How did Tyreek not catch him? Tyreek didn't even chase him. Tyreek, you run a 4.2. You run faster than that for a touchdown. You let the guy go. 21-0, 32 seconds left. He's back to pass. Not a first down there yet. Wow. Sorry, guys, I got quiet. Dolphins are the saddest team in the NFL. I would agree with you here. At this point, this team is discombobulated. Kneel down. Don't do anything stupid. Just get it into the locker room. Regroup. You're shocked right now. Regroup. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. I don't know why. All right, they're going to try and do something. Tua is in a shotgun. Chiefs have got to be smelling blood at this point. Nothing there. Horrible throw. Now, here's where the problem comes in. And going into the second half, this is where it's going to be a real problem for the Dolphins. The running game is kaput. You're down by 21. You have to score. All of us watching know right now you're going to have to throw. How do you think they're going to adjust to that, knowing you have to throw? All right, so it's 3rd and 5, 22 seconds left. I mean, I would if I was Mike, just get it into the locker room. You don't want anything bad to happen here. Oh, man. Now it's 4th and 5. You're going to have to punt. They just said something. Rich Eisen just said an amazing stat. The Dolphins have not converted a 3rd down yet. All right. Jalen Waddle, Rich Eisen just showed him. He's been limping, so he's not 100% either. So here's the kick. And nice punt. Nice punt. All right, so the punt was so good it hit the scoreboard. Yeah, it's been pretty weak thus far. Being a Fins fan is like being a Saints fan back in the day. The Aints break out the paper bag, guys. All right, so Raphael says, will Tua surpass 40 to 50 pass attempts in this game? They're going to have to. I mean, think about it. You're going to have to come out right away in the second half and throw. So they have to kick it over again. Where's that? Tom, not yet. We can't. Don't sing the song yet, man. Don't sing it. Don't sing Dandy Dodd's song yet. Lot of game to be played. Okay, here's another punt. Let's see if he gets any kind of return here. So we got 8 seconds left. I'd be surprised if Andy Reid ran a play here. Just take your 21-point lead into the locker room. Remember, Travis Kelce has been invisible thus far. So they've done this basically with nothing really big. I mean, Tay is not at the game, so Travis Kelce hasn't done anything. Wow. Yeah, so he's going to kneel down. All right, so they're going to go into the half 21-0. Chris Carlson said, I should have went fishing. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Now understand, remember that the Dolphins do get the ball to start the second half. So, and also remember that their number one guy on defensive back got pulled off the field by a spotter. The spotter said, yeah, go put him in the locker room and check him out for a concussion. So not sure if he's going to be ruled out or not. Whew, this is bad. The pundits are going to eat this team alive if we lose to every team with a winning record. We are going 8-9. I don't want to go that far, but I will go the first part of your statement that if they lose this game, it's no longer a narrative. As I started this entire broadcast, I said a narrative is a story. This one is based on fact. It's not untrue, and so we'll see what happens in the second half. But they've got to. Ooh! Chris Wheeler just said this stat. Thus far, Tua has 69 yards passing. Well, he's going to have a lot more in the second half because they're going to have to just basically fire it up and throw. They're not running crap. They're going to have to throw. Miami Mac says, that's what happened when a big mouth talks too damn much. Tyreek Hill needs to humble himself and just play instead of making so much noise. He's going to be thrown off that 2,000-yard clip at this point if things don't change. Jimbo, don't worry about it. It's 11 o'clock, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so go ahead and crack open your brew, bro. Brett, we are not a good team overall. So you guys know I get trashed a lot for talking crap about the Dolphins, and it's not crap. It's real stuff. When I look at things, let me take this out while they're running commercials. When I look at things, I try to be as reasonable as possible. When I see things, I try to tell you what I actually see when I watch a game. And this game is something that a lot of people have seen coming and didn't want to see coming. But the fact of the matter is, it's going to be hard to excuse what's going on right now. Full defense is in there. Jalen Ramsey is back. Xavier Howard is there. Everyone's there. There's no excuses here. Can't blame it on the refs because the Chiefs had their defensive back thrown off the field by a spotter. So let's tamp down the ref crap. The bottom line is when it comes time to play basically smash mouth football, actually football, when you can't do all the gadgets and speed is great against teams who can't lock that down, but when it comes down to it, I want to put my fist in your throat and run it down your throat and my big guys are better than your big guys. That's been one of my problems with this offense for quite some time. It relies on speed. It's a finesse team, and sometimes finesse teams can have stuff get away from them when they're facing other guys that just want to beat you up. So I'm not giving up on this game, but it's exposing one of the glaring weaknesses thus far. We have one series to establish the run, the first one and the third. Yep, got to come out. You have to come out and run, period. You got to be physical. Joe D says we aren't physical enough. That's a problem. When you've built your entire ideology on finesse and the finesse is taken away from you, i.e. you can't run the ball. And I know a lot of people are saying, hey, it would be so much better with Devon Achane in. What happened to Raheem Mostert? Is he hurt? Raheem Mostert's fast as anything as well. Remember, all of Devon Achane's yards came against those other 6 teams as well. So I don't think it's a Devon Achane prescription that's going to fix things. This team has to become more physical. That's just it. It has to become more physical. I don't know how else to say that. Dante, you can say this, they're going to come for you, man. I'm just telling you right now, if you say that, don't say that out loud. We're friends here, but they will come for you if you start talking about Tua not performing. I don't know exactly what's going on, why Tyreek's not open. Waddle, I think they say he's hurt, why he's not throwing to Chase Claypool. But I did a video 2 days ago, and I outlined something in the video, and I tried to show people what I felt was a problem. If I was a defensive coordinator, how I would scheme against the Dolphins. People get pissed at me all the time for saying it. I went back and I looked at Mark Duper and Mark Clayton, and I looked at them, what they did with Marino. And so when Marino's 1984, when he threw for 5,000 plus yards, 48 touchdowns, whatever the number was, Mark Duper made up 27% of his catches. Clayton was 26%, or vice versa, but it's 26 or 27% of the yards. They each had about 20% of the catches. Trying to not bury you in numbers here, but Duper, Clayton, 26% of Marino's 5,000 yards, 27% of Marino's 5,000 yards, and they each had about 20% of his catches. Tyreek Hill has 42% of Tua's passing yards. 42%. So almost the same combined as Clayton and Duper, which means, and it tells me as a defensive coordinator, the Miami Dolphins offense is 42% reliant on one guy. If I take away that one guy, what happens? And I mean, when I say 42%, it's way down for the next guy. So if Tua needs Tyreek to run this offense, if Mike McDaniel needs Tyreek to have that much of 42%, think about that. 42% of the offense is one person. If I can somehow contain this one person, what's the rest of these guys going to do? And I dug into those numbers, and I'm like, is anyone else looking at this and seeing 42%? So if I'm Andy Reid or a coach from another team, I'm like, so let me just go ahead and put a barrel around this guy and just reduce him and then make them go to other receivers. What you're seeing thus far, I think Tom Stockwell had said that Tyreek had something like 27 yards. It might be a little bit more because I think that if they're going to count the catch of that one where he got stripped, that probably is another 10. So Tyreek, what's 30, 35 yards thus far? Tua has, do the math right now. If Tyreek has 30 or so yards if Tyreek has 30 yards receiving, and Tua only has 59 yards passing, that's basically 50% of the offense with one guy. So let me just shut down everybody else. So imagine a fast-dealing quarterback get all the time like Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, that strategy has helped a ton with Waddle not at 100%. Exactly. Because when you see Chase Claypool and you see Berrios and you see Cedric Wilson's on the field, it have to make you understand that right then and there, those guys aren't getting most of the reps in practice. Tua doesn't have the same comfort level with those guys as he does with Tyreek. So when he drops back to pass, unless Mike McDaniel tells him on this route, look for Berrios, his first eye is going to be wherever Tyreek is. That's not me making it up. That's me looking at the stats and going, this guy has 42% of your offense. If he has 42% of your offense, that means Tua's first look is going to be to Tyreek. I got to hit this guy Tyreek. Take him away, and you're going to have to use those other guys. Oh, shit, I forget. Dolphins are too soft overall. If they make the playoffs, another first-round loss upcoming. Unless they change things. I mean, we all heard Mike McDaniel say, he's been saying it and saying it and saying, this is 1/17. This is only 1/17 of the season. I understand that. I get it. But it's not 1/17. You know why it's not 1/17? Because if this thing doesn't turn around in the second half, it's 3/17. That's a big difference. It went from 1/17 to 3/17. Eagles, Buffalo, Kansas City, that's 3/17. That's enough of a trend to understand there's something that you need to fix. That means at 17, 20% is 34. You basically are losing 20% of your games. You're a little bit more than 1/17. You're on 3/17, buddy. Then you got, the Cowboys coming up. You got the Jets coming up twice. You got Buffalo again. This thing could go south in a hurry if they don't fix this. They've got to get smash mouth football. They've got to run the ball. They have to run the ball. The Dolphins have the Jets twice, the Bills, the Cowboys, the Ravens. There's 5 more games that could go either way. So they better fix this in a hurry. Now I forgot. I gotta go to the next question here. Got tied up in talking about the game. Okay, where are we? All right, this is Tom Stockwell's second question. That's my drum roll. Before I run the drum roll, let me go ahead and just say,
Come on, show some love and click that like button.
With the 27th pick in the 1983 draft, the Dolphins obviously took Dan Marino. In that same draft, the Kansas City Chiefs selected this quarterback with the 7th overall pick. Who did Kansas City draft? He's a television analyst right now, so take a look at that for a $25 gift certificate. Who did the Saints draft? The Chiefs draft in 1983. Raphael, yeah, it sounds like last season as well. It could be. Whoa, that was quick. Wow, Michael, seems like the same people win. Michael, you already know well, in case you don't know, Michael said Todd Blackledge. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Michael, you did say it. I'm just scrolling back real quick. Yep, you got it first, Mike. So go ahead and, again, text me. Do me a favor and put on there which question. Put Todd Blackledge in the text so I know which one it was, so I can keep a record better. Actually, I don't. The wife keeps the records. She does all that with Buffalo Wild Wings. So anyway, thank you for playing. Now let's look at this thing here again. What else we got here? Dolphins are a completely different team on the road. That's what's missing. They don't travel. I don't think it's the road. I think it's the quality of competition. The quality of competition is just different. It just happens that the quality of competition this year has taken place on the road. MTG, you're blocked? Guess not. I'm looking at you right there. What do you mean? This is bad heading into the bye week, or it could be good. It could. That means you have 2 weeks basically until the Raiders, I believe, which should be a cakewalk. Should be back to Cupcake City. Yeah, Jags might be the best team in Florida. Wow. Yeah, there were a bunch of quarterbacks, but I said the one selected by Kansas City was the question. Who was selected by Kansas City? I don't think the Broncos tapes would have helped because the fact of Patrick Mahomes was sick. He wasn't feeling good. So all of our losses have been on the road, but we have won on the road. Yeah. Dolphins got to win this. Still plenty of time. They get the ball back to start the second half. We can't lose next. Well, yeah. Well, you won't lose next week because of the bye. Very smart of you. Very smart and astute. What else we can? I can't believe all these negative comments. If you're not a fan, then move on to another team. Unless I'm not seeing them, I don't see a whole lot of negative comments. Have you guys seen a lot of negative comments that are flying through? Maybe they're coming through when I'm not noticing or when I'm looking at the game. Yeah, I did like that schedule that you put together. I might go ahead and do that tonight. All right, so let's get back to the game. Let me put my ears back on, and they're about to kick off. All right, so I forget who said it, but I think you're right. They're going to have to establish the run here. Not one third down converted. So Mike McDaniel told the sideline reporter that he told the team, if you want to be a different team, this is where you got to start. You got to come out in the second half and do something. So let's see what he does. So Raheem Mostert and Alec Ingold are in the backfield, so maybe he's going to spend some time trying to run. Let's see what happens. And there's a handoff up the middle. Mostert's going to get 2 or 3 on that. So the guy that the refs pulled off the field and said that you look like you have a concussion, he's back on the field. That's so stupid. Some guy up in the booth goes, he looked like he wobbled. Get him off the field. All right, 2nd and 8. And they took Mostert out right away, and he put Ahmed back in. That's just very weird. All right, 2nd and 8. And got to reverse again. This one's to Mostert, so Mostert is on the field, and he gets a first down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Oh, I spoke too soon. We have a flag. Oh, it's against the Dolphins. Holding on Connor Williams. Oh, yeah. Connor basically tackled that guy. Okay. Yeah, See, those are, when you can see the replay and watch it, you're like, that was holding. Yeah, he did it. All right, he did it. So now instead of 1st and 10 on a nice reverse, now you're looking at 2nd and 20? 2nd and 15? 2nd and 17, they're calling it. So you've just taken yourself out of the run possibility. Let's see what Tua does. He's in a shotgun. He's back to pass. Ooh. That was ugly. That was just ugly. I don't even know who Tua was throwing that to. I think he intended on throwing to Cedric Wilson. But throw is behind. Ugh. Behind Cedric Wilson. It's 3rd and 17. The guy on television, McCourty, just said, they want to get up in their faces. They want to get up in the face of the Miami Dolphins receivers. All right, so Tua's in the empty backfield. You got Cedric Wilson in motion. He's got plenty of time. Time kind of evaporated on him, and he's going to get hit, and he's going to have to slide down well short of the first down. 3 and out. 3 and out. 3 and out. Dan Orlovsky's talking. He's like, they got to be more efficient on 1st and 2nd down. No crap. How about running the ball? Got another flag. So let's see what the flag is on the punt. Was it post punt? No, Hannibal, you're absolutely right. Not a single conversion on 3rd down as of yet. Not a single one. All right, so what do we got in this penalty? These refs take 2 fouls. Uh-oh. All right, so I thought it might have given him the first down. It didn't, so it's still first down. So Trapmaster says, can our defense keep KC out? Even more so than keeping them out, take 3 and out. Get them off the field. Don't let this defense get beat down. And again, you're spending a lot of time. People texting me and stuff. Spending a lot of time at this point. Keeping 2 off the field. What's up, Buster Brown? Thank you for that. Thank you very much, sir. That's a good point there. Tua isn't dropping his own passes. He's thrown behind some guys a few times, but he's definitely not dropping his own passes. That's for sure. Master Barber says McDaniel needs to do better. Got no nasty in him at all. I don't know if it's not him doesn't have any nasty or he doesn't have any plays. The German fans want to go and watch a soccer team. What a shit show this is. Oh, man. You ever notice, like when they punt, anytime they punt or kick, the fans go nuts. They're like, ooh, somebody's kicking the ball. This is like soccer. TNT. Head coach needs, what's this? The head coach needs to touch the wall with both hands and maybe put the whole body on the wall. We have many holes in our I don't get it. All right, so we're gonna have 3 and out on that play. Brian Dare, so much for halftime adjustments. Not on offense anyway, so let's see what they do on defense. Let's see if Andy Reid somehow gets Tay-Tay's boyfriend back involved in the offense. Let's see here. McDaniel still calling and reverses like a peewee team. When they started that crap early on, I knew Miami was lost offensively. Yeah, I mean, there's only so many times those are going to work, and you got to... Huh? Negative comments? I'm not making any negative comments. Or is there other people? All right, so I hope I'm not being negative. All right, defense has to make a play or it's game over. Not game over yet. I can't say game over because of how electric this team can be. Vipey says Barry just said Tay-Tay. I'm definitely going back to sleep. Tay-Tay. All right, 1st and 10 from the like the 16 or 17. No, like the 12. Inside handoff goes for it's still going. Wow, they pushed the whole pile ahead for like 5 yards. So it's going to be second. I'd say 2nd and 5. Yeah. Tom Stockley, yeah, where's Tom's thing? Yeah, Tom Stockley's got something right here. This is really, Reid will just run plays to milk the clock at this point. Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? Just keep Tua and Tyreek on the sideline and just run the clock out. That's called good football. 2nd and 5, high snap, quick throw outside, 1st down. Not to Kelsey, but to one of the other tight ends. Maybe Kelsey's sick or something. That's... All right, so it's 1st and 10. Kelsey's going to happen. There's going to be... I don't know why he's lulling people to sleep, but he's definitely going to go to Kelsey. All right, 1st and 10 from about the 23. Inside handoff to Pacheco for about 3 yards. Nice tackle by second. They gave him 2, so it's 2nd and 8. They can't score here. Can't even get a field goal. You get a field goal here, it's going to be tough. All right, so 2nd and 8. Ooh, terrible throw. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. I almost wonder if Mahomes threw that away because he saw Jalen Ramsey break on the ball. He may have just threw it away. Good play with that is the clock stopped. All right, 3rd and 8. I'm calling Kelsey on this play. We're into the second half. I'm calling Kelsey. Let's see what happens. They look like they're going to bring heat. Kelsey's in motion. He's back to pass. We got holding. He's going to get the 1st down, but it's coming back. It's coming back. Yeah, that was holding. Definitely holding. Yep. Bring it back. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 20, 3rd and 18. There's a penalty. It went the Dolphins' way. Right there. Boom. Yep, he held him. Good thing he held him because that would have been a 1st down. What's worse about that play, though, if you notice, it was Bradley Chubb and those guys chasing Mahomes. That's going to get real tiresome come 4th quarter. All right, so it's 3rd and 18. Dolphins should get off the field here. Okay, here we go. Changing the play. There's a snap. Plenty of time. And he's taken off again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Well, they're going to be short. I don't know how Patrick Mahomes does that. Again, he doesn't look like he's moving either. And he just finds green space. Well, look at all that space. Wow. I mean, how short is he? They going to punt? No, he's going to punt. I wouldn't go for it. I would just kick it. I'm taking time off the clock. My defense is playing so well. Yeah, kick it. Here's Berrios is back at about the... He let it go, and it's into the end zone. All right, so you're going to have to go 75 yards, first down. Yeah, they must be absolutely blanketing Kelsey. He's not available whatsoever. That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting to find out what the time of possession is right now, to see how long they've been out there. Baker got juked so bad. Yeah, he did. He got absolutely juked on that play. I didn't know. See, I didn't want to say it because people get mad at me and stuff. First and goal from the 75-yard line. Yeah, basically they have to score. Tom, I know it's a joke, but they have to score. It's first to go. So you're telling me we got a chance? Yeah, you got a chance. Absolutely. I can't believe this offense has been shut out this far. That to me is just amazing. So they got to break the streak here. You got to at least run a few first downs. If you can't score, at least try to move the ball. Usually I'm excited when, what's it say here? How do you say it? Usually I'm excited when our offense gets the ball back, but I got to admit I'm nervous. Well, that's not too bad in time of possession. Tom just pulled time of possession, 21:04 to 13:59. GTO Dave says we need one offensive score and one defensive score. It's getting to the point, not there yet. We haven't reached that exit on the highway yet, but we're almost getting to the point where you have to throw. And I don't want to see the Dolphins get to that point where they have to throw. If another 3 and out, and this thing goes down to like 5 minutes left in the third quarter and they still haven't scored, that's going to be problematic. Because if once everybody knows you have to throw, they're in trouble. They are definitely in trouble. GTO, yeah, Tom Stockwell is definitely a hoot. Absolutely. So you're saying we have a chance. The Dolphins shot themselves in on 2 drives where they were moving. Yep. They have to. They have to score right now. I don't care if it's 3 points. You got to bring some sort of momentum back. So let's see what they do. Definitely can't have a 3 and out here. Definitely can't have a 3 and out. All right. Can't believe it's only 11:30 in the morning. On a Sunday. I would just be getting out of church. All right, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Tua is in a shotgun, Mostert behind him. Play action, but there's no play action because there was no motion. But got a first down. Take it.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
If you notice, he looked deep. He had to check it down. There was nothing open, so they got a first down. So no 3 and out. Got a first down. Let's go. They said that Waddle had his knee wrapped while the other team was down the field. Cheetah in motion. He's running that wheel route. Tua's looking for him. It's not there. Underneath, he threw it to Smythe for about 7 or 8. So they run that wheel route where Tyreek goes in motion and then goes up. And they're taking it away from Tyreek right now. So he hit the tight end. He checked down. So one of the adjustments that Mike McDaniel has obviously made is told Tua, check down. Take what they're going to give you. Yep. Orlovsky just said the same thing. You got to have another receiver open when number 1's not open. Claypool in motion gets reset. Let's see what happens here. We got Tua, and it's Jeff Wilson for a first down. Yeah, do the run.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Run the ball. See what happens when you run the ball? The play action actually works. You hand it off. Jeff Wilson, boom, gets yardage. Absolutely love that. All right, so 1st and 10, new series. New set of downs. Claypool goes in motion to his left. Tua's got Jeff Wilson behind him. He fakes it. He rolls out naked bootleg. He got Tyreek for about 4 or 5 yards. They were all over him. Those are those plays that Tyreek usually is able to break and make some extra yardage after the catch. They're right on him. I mean, as soon as Tyreek puts his hand on the ball, they're putting him on the ground. Put him right down on the ground. But they're moving the ball. Yeah, I know that the scoreboard time hasn't changed because they haven't updated it on the screen yet. All right, so it's 2nd and 5. Let me see if I do this. There we go. I had hit the refresh. All right, so 2nd and 5. Inside handoff to Jeff Wilson. He gets about 2 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 here. 3rd and 2. Please don't get cute, Mike. Please just run the damn ball. Let these guys just come on, Mike. You're down 21-0. Let these guys feel like they are men. Nothing cute here. 3rd and 2. Just run it. Just run it. They haven't converted a 3rd down yet. Barrios in motion. He comes back. And they're not going to run it. And nice pass. Durham Smythe.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, he's not going to run. He just obviously Mike McDaniel does not feel confident at all with this offensive line. Bottom line, he doesn't feel confident, and it's just not going to happen. All right, 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Tua checking the wristband, looking for the play. Got Alec Ingold and Mostert behind him. There's a snap, play action. He's looking deep. He's looking real deep. He's run out of places to run to. He just slides down. Very smart. Oh, flag. What was the flag? What's the flag here? Okay, so it's going to be interference on Kansas City. Dan Orlovsky said multiple holdings on Kansas City. Here's the problem. We're down to 5 minutes left in the 3rd. All right, so we're going to have interference or holding on the Kansas City Chiefs of some sort. Number 38. We got a 1st down.
And there's another 1st down for Miami.
Yeah, they're definitely mugging Tyreek. It's like, not today, bud. We're going to take the penalty. You are not getting behind us. You're not going to burn us for a long pass. Ain't going to happen. All right, here we go from the under center. Alec Ingold. Tyreek's in motion. Yeah, inside handoff. Goes for about 4 or 5 by Mostert. Good. Get the running game going. I think McDaniel must have realized you can't run play action if you can't run. If you can't run, we can ignore your play action. All right, so that's definitely something he had to take into account. So they got 2nd and 5. They're driving. Ball's driving. Plenty of time for a comeback here. Remember the Baltimore Ravens game? Plenty of time. All right, so 2nd and 5, Tua is in a shotgun. Alec Ingold to his right, Mostert behind him, play action, and he's looking deep. Touchdown!
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
So that was a hell of a catch by Cedric Wilson. Hell of a catch. Awesome. Awesome catch. He ran a great route, came back. If Tyreek's not open, go ahead, hit Cedric Wilson. Touchdown. Gotta love it. Step 1, avoided the shutout. Absolutely. KC's defense is awesome. Got to admit, even though Miami's not playing well, give credit to Chiefs. Absolutely. It won't be a shutout. Now you just got to stop them. You stop them, you're right back into it. Mike McDaniel must have lost or not even ever. I don't understand that, because obviously you traded for the guy, but you don't want to run any plays at him. Okay, offense scored. Now I want that defense score. They owe me. I've been a fan since I was 8, and they owe me. Yeah. Just got to one play at a time. One play at a time. That's all we got to do. Nice. Where'd that go? Nice. We needed that off the ledge, GTO, off the edge. What are you doing, buddy? You okay? My dog's like wandering around now. No, we can't go out right now, buddy. See, I knew the morning game was going to throw his entire routine off, and he's looking at me like, yeah, you know what? Come here, buddy. Come here. Lay down. Be a good boy. Lay down. All right. Almost to the third quarter. He'll make it. He's laying down. Good boy. All right. What else we got here? Ramsey definitely has the mindset, and something else. If you guys want to focus in on Kelsey and figure out what's going on, how are they stopping Kelsey? Because maybe it is Ramsey just all over him. Tom Stockwell said the time of possession gap is closing, 1904 to 2104. Absolutely. You do realize. Wait a minute. You do realize I played for the Dolphins in the 70s. I got the picks to prove it. I was 8, and it was the Hopkins Dolphins. They're too funny. Some of you guys just crack me up. Definitely need to stop here. Hey, they just got one on the last series, but one of the things that they've been able to do is keep the field position in their advantage. And yes, this is a big thing. Richard Young, defense got some rest. Took them off the field. So, game clock is correct. 4:47 left, 21-7. 4:47 left in the third. Chiefs are about to get the ball. All right, got a game. Just got to keep them off the board. No, they can't even get them a field goal. They got to shut out the Chiefs the rest of the way. Okay, there's a kick out of the end zone, and it's going to be first and 10 from the 20. I'm glad he went for someone other than Tyreek. Obviously, they're stacking Tyreek. They're not going to let Tyreek get anything, and he saw that, and he went for Cedric Wilson. By the way, on that play, I'm surprised they didn't call pass interference on Kansas City, because kind of abused Cedric Wilson on that play. All right, so first and 10 from the 25. Mahomes, play action. He hits his wide receiver out for about 6 yards. Guy fell down. It was pretty funny. I'm buying a book, Coaching for Dummies. I'm buying a book, Coaching for Dummies. Yeah. All right, 2nd and 4. I don't know if there's something wrong with Kelsey. I'm gonna key in on him. I'm not even gonna look at the rest of the play here unless it's a running play. And by the way, somebody should get those weird dolphin hats off of Tua. Anyway, 2nd and 4. Some sort of flanker screen, goes for a first down and more. So they're moving the ball themselves at this point. That was McCole Hardman. Clock is just running, 3:57. I don't even want to see Kansas City get a field goal on this drive. They had the numbers out there, just didn't make the tackle. Javon Holland didn't bring the guy down. 1st and 10. Javon Holland should have put that guy on the ground. He didn't. Mahomes probably changing the play at the line of scrimmage here, taking a long count. He's got plenty of time, finds somebody underneath. That time they put him on the ground quickly. Xavier Howard put McCole Hardman on the ground right after the catch. So that wasn't really much of a play. Maybe they got 2 or 3 yards on it. So they're shutting him down deep as well. He's not getting his. There was no gain on that play. 2nd and 10. Mahomes in a shotgun. Kelsey's moving around. This time, what was that? That was the weirdest pass. I don't know if it slipped out of his hands or he tried to pull it back, but whatever it was an ugly pass by Mahomes. He's lucky that didn't get intercepted and run back. Did it just slip out of his hands? Oh, no, it got tipped by Bradley Chubb. Okay, that's what it was. I was like, that ball looked really weird, but it got tipped at the line by Bradley Chubb. He got his hands up. Good job. 3rd and 10. Big, giant play for the Dolphins right here. Big, giant play for the Dolphins. Get these guys off the field. All right, 3rd and 10. And Mahomes is running. We got another flag back there, so this is going to be holding on Kansas City, obviously. Wow, they hit Mahomes out of bounds and they didn't call a flag on that. There's flags everywhere. This is weird. Sloppy game. I don't know how they didn't call it a personal foul on the end of that play, but holding, decline, holding. This is very interesting. Refs are doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, the Alec Van Ginkel hit, that should have been a flag. Yeah, so any Dolphins fans who complain about refs at this point, just shut up. Just shut up about the refs. Everybody gets bad calls. You just saw a bad call. Just let it go, let it go, let it go. Play the damn game. Now, I don't understand why you wouldn't decline it. Here's why. You're going to replay. Yeah, it's now 3rd and 20 or so, whatever it is. But you're giving Patrick 3rd and 20, so you're going to give Mahomes another shot at something. And by giving him another shot, 2 things could go wrong. They could get the first down on a play, or they could end up getting a penalty and giving him a first down. It would have been 4th down if you just said, no, never mind, we're decline everything. It would have been 4th and 2, but now it's 3rd and 20. Man, here we go. All right, so it's 3rd and 20. I would have declined that. I'm not sure why Mike McDaniel took it. It would have been 4th down. All right, so 3rd and 20. Man, this is crazy. 3rd and 20 right now. Let's see what happens. They got trips out to the left. Miami Dolphins are only rushing, looks like 3 or 4. They got plenty of guys back. Let's see what, Mahomes is looking for something. He's going to get sacked. And he fumbled. The ball's fumbled! Fumbled! Dolphins got it. Dolphins got it. Fumble. 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 Fumble Rooski. Mahomes fumbles the ball. Dolphins have it at about the 15 or 20 yard line. Alrighty. Here we go. Yeah. You don't see Mahomes make these kind of mistakes that often. That was a dumb mistake by Mahomes. Fumble! Stripped. That was Bradley Chubb that took the ball out of Mahomes' hands. He and Zach Sealer. So Dolphins are in a perfect situation here to capitalize. You're basically on the 15-yard line. Get a score here, and you're right back in it. Right back in it. You're on a 26-yard line. Alec Ingold and Raheem Mostert are behind Tua. Long count. Handoff to Mostert, and he's bouncing around. He gets about, I'd say, 4 yards. All right. Must score here. Another flag. We got a flag here. Yeah, holding on the Dolphins. Kendall Lamb has come in the game, and as soon as Kendall Lamb gets in the game, he goes ahead and gets a holding penalty on him.
Don't beat yourself.
Come on, Kendall. All right, so now it's 1st and 20. Way to move yourself off of the routine, off of down and distance. Let's see what you got here. Tyreek in motion. Tua under pressure, being chased out of the pocket. He's way out of the pocket, just slides down. So it's going to be 2nd and 18 maybe. They're calling it 2nd and 20. Looked like he got 1 yard to me. Interesting. All right, 2nd and 20. 1:15 left in the third. At some point here, if you don't score, time becomes an issue. This is your golden opportunity to get back in this game. 2nd and 20 from about the 38-yard line. Cedric Wilson in motion. Plenty of time for Tua. I don't know what happened there. Just a bad throw by Tua. Wow. I don't think he dropped the pass. Let's see. Tyreek splits the defense. He's wide open. Way bad throw. That was a bad throw. Tua threw it behind him. All right, that was a bad throw. That was not on Tyreek. That was on Tua. 3rd and 20. One thing you don't want here is a sack. Don't take yourself out of field goal position. I'm not sure if they're in field goal position with Jason Sanders, but in any event, don't take yourself out of field goal position. They're probably going to bring a blitz here. They're going to come after Tua somehow, and Miami has to blow a timeout. Shit. Yeah, that went through Tyreek's hands, but it was still thrown behind him. It would have been a fantastic catch if he made it, but it was definitely thrown behind him. No doubt. Can we get other wide receivers going, McDaniel? Really, bad day offense, bad day. But that ball was thrown behind Tyreek. So now you're looking at 3rd and 20. Again, one thing you don't want to see happen here is a sack. A sack would be just awful. They know how to mess up a gift. They got presented with a gift. Now you're 3rd and 20. No penalty, no sack. Take a shot. Everybody knows you're going to take a shot, though. Yeah, I agree, Michael Southern. That wasn't on Tyreek. That was a bad throw by Tua. Why can't he throw to other wide receivers? Well, he did. Cedric Wilson caught that big touchdown. And like Richard Young says, woosah, 3rd and 20. Not a big converting down in distance, but they can do something here. They can definitely do something. All out blitz coming. I think they're going to bring some heat on Tua. You got 20 yards to play with. Also, what could happen if you bring a huge blitz? You could end up getting a holding penalty. But if you don't get there, if you bring a blitz and you don't get there, somebody's going to be open, and Tua may find him. Tua may find him. This would be a great play for Chase Claypool. Get that 4.4 speed with that 6'4 body with that 40-inch vertical and throw it up. Absolutely would be a good play for Chase Claypool. So you're saying here a field goal does nothing. They were given a gift, but as usual can't beat a good team. Field goal would do something. If they got a field goal here, it's 21-10. You're within 2 touchdowns. You're within 2 touchdowns if you got a field goal here. This is the football gods punishing us for not taking the all-time scoring record. Why do we have Claypool again? I don't know if it's Claypool, McDaniel, or Tua. Like I said, Tua throws 42% of his yards to one guy, to Tyreek Hill. So he just looks for him. All right, woosah. We're doing some woosah. Let's see what happens here. What does Mike dial up on 3rd and 20? And what does Andy Reid, or rather Spagnuolo, do with 3rd and 20? All right, so they're probably going to bring heat. You can't take a sack. Can't have a penalty. And he's got plenty of time. Not now. And Cedric Wilson. So we're probably in field goal range. Oh, now another flag. So we're going to get a flag on Kansas City at this point. Late hit on Tua. Let's see. Yep, late hit on Tua. Wow. 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 Let me see. Does he hit Tua? Oh, no, he hit Austin Jackson. Okay, he hit Austin Jackson. Wasn't Tua. He hit Austin Jackson. Stupid play by Chris Jones. Stupid. We'll take it, though. So now it's 1st and 10. Definitely in scoring position here. And you see the scoreboard already changed, so we got a score coming up here. Tyreek in motion. Oh, where's Tyreek? Okay. And guy coming across. And there's a pitch. And he's going to run it in for the touchdown.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
You know, a good question here by Hannibal Rector, and it says, I'll take it, but why would he do that? Sometimes these guys just lose their composure, just completely lose their composure. 3rd and 20, you got off the field, you stop the Dolphins, and you get called on a penalty for being stupid. We'll take it, absolutely. Why would he do it? I can't tell you. I can't tell you why he would do something so stupid. All right. So here we go, 21-14, basically entering the 4th quarter. Like Chris Jones, who just got that big extension this year, just did something extremely stupid. Unbelievable. You change your tune now? Who's changing their tune? Guys, stop trying to find fault with people. They're in here engaging. They're always changing their tune. There's time. There's always been time. We're still in the third quarter. Chill. Woosah. Yeah, Jones is frustrated. He's absolutely been frustrated, but you can't lose your head in that type of position right there. Short kick by Sanders. Inordinately short kick. He takes it out to about the 21 or 20. Yeah, about the 21-yard line. So, here we go. 1st and 10, about to head to the fourth quarter. This is turned into a game. Let's see here. Leon from Emporia State University. I remember Leon. Leon with the Cowboys. Back in the game here. Let's see what happens. Can they get him off the field here? Ken Chama says that Tua has 163 yards passing thus far. All right, so now that you've closed the gap to 21-14, you got to stop the Chiefs here. Or get another turnover. That would be nice. It's funny how a turnover can change a game just like that. All right, so the third quarter is going to end 21-14. They got to make a stop here, 21-14. So let's go to the question here. All right, what do we got? Last question of the game. In 1994, Miami defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 27-17 in a home playoff game. Who was the Chiefs quarterback in that game? It might not be who you think it is. I'm just going to give you that little hint. Who was the quarterback in that game? Should I read it again, or is somebody going to get it pretty quick? All right, let me just read that again. Some of you guys saying, in 1994, the Miami Dolphins defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 27. There we go. You guys got it. I'm going to have to go. Even though TKO was first, TKO, you already won today. Jim Zekski called out Montana. Jim, you know what the game here is. Go ahead and text me your information to that number. Let me get that comment off the screen. That was very quick of you. Go ahead and text me your real name, if that's not your real name, and your email address. These things get delivered by email, so just go ahead and send that to me. You got that pretty quick. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Tua do well. This might be the money game for him because become a legend, my friend. Fins up bag season. Yeah, this definitely could be one of those games that turns somebody into a legend. That's for sure. That's for sure. Bradley Chubb, you just got a big thing by stripping Patrick Mahomes. So let's see what happens. My questions are a lot tougher than they used to be. No, still giving them out, so not running low. But Tom Stockel's been the one who's been supplying me with the questions. I thank him so much for doing so. But those questions are coming from Tom Stockel, and I love it because I get the email from him. And he's got these 3 questions. I'm like, oh, those are pretty good. So blame Tom. Tua hasn't played bad. Penalties and turnovers had us in this hole, except for the throws. Never mind, I won't go there. What are you having? Some green chili chicron? What is that? You're gonna have to tell me what that is. Now we're gonna start talking about lunch because it's 12:01, and brother hungry right now. So let's see what happens. That's 2nd and 6 from about the 26. And there's a pass, goes for about first down. So let's see what happens here. Nothing. They're just remarking on television that if Robert was first, I have Robert's information because he's won before. I'll go ahead and check it afterwards. All right. What we got here? 1st and 10 from about the 32. Inside handoff. Goes for another 5 or 6. Jimbo's got a point here. Just want to say, some of you guys who haven't been here before, It's like watching with friends on the couch. Yeah, we talk shit. It's not negative. Everybody, well, most of the people watching here want the Dolphins to win, but they express openly how they feel about what they're seeing during the game. It's not haters. It's not negative. It's what you see in the game. So, of course, emotions are going to fluctuate. As you see something happen, you're going to respond to something. Right now, they just scored. Everybody's high right now. Now it's 2nd and 5. Steelers. The Chiefs are seemingly moving. Oh, what kind of blitz was that? Everybody would seem like they were coming on that play. Look at that kind of tush-push thing going on. Woo! Man, the refs aren't blowing a whistle yet. Finally. Jeez. That was like an upright tush-push. That was a definite rugby scrum there. Wow. Look at the offensive line. They're just driving. It's just man on. That's football. That's football. I don't care which team does it, whether it was the Eagles, the Dolphins. As a big guy, as an offensive lineman, I love to see that kind of crap. All right, 1st and 10. Mahomes is getting chased around. Oh, that was almost a pick six. Oh, you can't rip somebody's helmet off and throw it. Whoa, we're getting a little chippy on the field right now. Wow, this is getting really weird. I'm surprised they didn't call a penalty on that. Anyway, well. All right, hey, Georgia. All right, so it's 2nd and 10. That play went nowhere. Got good pressure on Mahomes on that play. Exciting. Nothing from Travis Kelce as of yet. There's a snap. Inside handoff. That's going to go from 1, maybe. So we're going to be looking at 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. They got nothing on that one. Big play here. Dolphins are hot. Bradley Chubb asked for a break on a 3rd and 9. I wouldn't come off the field, but they're taking Bradley off the play. 3rd and 9, 12:32. Clock is running. Whatever play they had called in the huddle, Patrick Mahomes just changed it. Had everybody meet at the center. He changed the play. There's a snap. And he's throwing deep. Oh. Ooh. McCole Hardman dropped the ball. Cater Kohu with the defense. McCole Hardman dropped it. This is what they've been saying about the Chiefs all year long. Their wide receivers just don't hold on to the ball. Again, those of you who say that the refs are one way, were you watching that play? All right, so Dolphins are going to get the ball back. Momentum has completely shifted. Fair catch at about the 10. Where's that? Raphael just had a good point. You notice on Tush Push run by Kansas City, no one tackling legs but trying to tackle the upper body. You're exactly right. You're absolutely right. I remember, where was I? Was it high school or before high school? I think it was high school. I wanted so bad to run it. And the coach put me in for a couple plays as a giant fullback, and I got to run the play. And I had guys trying to grab me up in here, and I'm like, yeah, get lost. And then we tried it again later in the season, and some little gnat came in and basically bit my ankles and just got me down there. Boom, fall like a ton of bricks. You're exactly right. On that kind of a scrum, somebody needs to go in there and clear out the bottom. Just get in there and clear out the bottom. But nobody wants to do it. They all want to just tackle up top. What's up, Kawika? How are you? What's going on, brother? Let's score here. This is Tua's chance to really show what he's made of. Someone else's chance to show what they're made of, too. This is Mike McDaniel. Hold on a second. I got to sneeze here. I think I do. Betsy's Butler said no. Oh, who got a piece of the ball as he looked back for it? Yeah, okay. Redeem Series Hill. Love to go overtime on this. As a former wrestler, I have taken down and tackled men much bigger than me. Yep. Knowing technique. They have no technique. Absolutely. If you know technique, you can take down anybody. Excuse me. Morning sniffles. Tua is used to these kind of games. No surprise if Miami wins. Yep. Yeah, biggest comeback since Alabama for Tua. Mahomes underthrew the ball, cut him now. Who's always rooting for Miami? Shut up. just shut up. Hard to run when your ankles are touching. Yeah, absolutely. Just go ahead and grab the ankles. I can't read that. It says, Dad, Grandpa, both from Hollywood, both with honor and courage. Like, I don't understand. Then again, I've been a fan since 1980. Absolutely. Very nice. That's a long time. All right, so we got 12 minutes left in the fourth. They're singing some sort of German song right now. No, they're singing West Virginia. West Virginia, Mountain Mama. That's odd. Over in Germany. Country Road by John Denver. All right. That's odd. That's very odd. I'll take it. We'd like to hear him sing Sweet Caroline, maybe. All right, so 1st and 10. Tyreek in a wide motion underneath. Underneath, there's a run by Jeff Wilson, and he's got about 4 or 5 yards. That's some weird motion where Tyreek goes back there about 10, 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But take it. GTO, you're so funny. GTO says, I'm good, but my HOA is evicting me if the Dolphins if the Dolphins score. You're gonna go nuts out there. I didn't know that was a German thing that they always sing. Did not know that. All right, 2nd and 5. Good yardage on that first play. Tua is in under center, and he hands off again to Mostert for a first down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Big guys up front, pounding, making some holes. Alec Ingold stepped in there, got a block. Nice. Physical football. Love to see the Dolphins play physical football. Wow, very nice. And Alec Ingold went in there and just took that guy out. All right, so 1st and 10. Tua is under center again. This is where the play action becomes dangerous because you're running the ball. It's going to make people come up a little bit. And there's another pitch to the right. Oh no, fumble! Whoa. Be still there. Be still. That ball came flying out. That could have been lights out right there. Good luck. Good. There's Chase Claypool. Chase Claypool made the recovery, so he's earned his money right there. 2nd and 6. Tua is in a shotgun. Ooh, that was heart-stopping. And Tua play action. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to have to... Ooh, he got stuck there. That was a pass to Alec Ingold as his check down. Dangerous. I don't know why Mike called that play. You want to go with a naked bootleg on Tua? We got a Dolphin hurt. Another offensive lineman, it looks like. Oh, boy. All right. That was a design fumble to get Claypool's hands on the ball. That's too funny. As a baby, I remember my dad cheering for Greasy, Fins fan for life. Nice, very nice. They need to run up the middle more. I just love physical football. Odd that they're allowed to punch players. I didn't see that. Who's down? I can't see the number, but it looks like an offensive lineman. It might be. I don't like to speculate, but I saw 3, and I'm thinking the only one with a 3 on his jersey would be Austin Jackson. I could be wrong. Yeah, and Tom, why would you have a lefty roll to his right? Because you have to make 2 movements to get ready to throw. So that is crazy. MT, you're absolutely right. Thank you on a Sunday morning for saying that. Oh, it was 65. I thought it was a 3 on the end of that number. But you're saying it's 65, so that would be who? Robert Jones then. I got brought home from Broward General in a Dolphins swaddle. That's pretty good. Physical football keeps the other team on the sideline. Absolutely. Tua was looking deep. He was looking for Tyreek, but they're shutting the deep pass down for the most part. All right, so we're at 9:51. Both teams, Dolphins have been charged a timeout, so they only have 2 left. That could be critical going forward. Have I seen any schnitzels or bratwurst? Nope, I haven't. Wiener Schnitzel. Yeah, I love that stuff. Take what the defense gives you. Absolutely. So if that was Robert Hunt, that means maybe Eichenberg or Kendall Lamb may have to come in if he's hurt. Hopefully he's not hurt bad. Mike is getting ready to call the no-look toss, and it's going to work this time. Okay. Raphael, Tua saying an INT a day keeps the bag away. All right, so are they still on the field? They cut back from commercial. Good game. Just as advertised. Oh, Robert Jones is being helped off the field. It doesn't look good. He's gingerly getting off the field. So who'd they bring in? Yeah, he's looking bad. Yeah, he's crying. Yeah. All right, so it's 3rd and 5 from about the 30-yard line. Tua is in a shotgun. He's got Mostert. Tyreek runs in motion. And let's see, he's got him. He's got Tyreek. And he's got some yards after the catch, so it's going to be a first down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Man, it just bothers me that he looks to Tyreek so much. I mean, he was double teamed and he still threw the ball to him. That's why I say Tyreek's the MVP. Tyreek is the MVP. Still threw it to him with double teamed. Wow. All right. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Who's that in motion? Big wide motion underneath. And that's going to go to, is that Waddle? Waddle with a first down catch.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
All right, so it's 1st 10. That was a weird looking play. All right, so 1st and 10. Dolphins are moving the ball right about the 50-yard line. 1st and 10. All right, so Mostert is in the backfield to the right of Tua. Alec Ingle goes in motion. Here comes another reverse to Tyreek, and he's going to get like, I'd say 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5 yards. Tyreek is, what's it say? Tyreek is Tua's Taylor Swift. I'd say so. He's a Swiftie. All right, so another reverse. All right, 2nd and 6. Clock is running, 7:18 to go. What are we doing here? All right, so second and 6. Tua is under center. Got Raheem Mostert behind him. Here comes in motion. That's weird. Run up the middle, and Mostert goes for about 2 or 3. So it's going to be a 3rd and 4, maybe 3rd and 5 on this play here. Looks like they brought in Cotton is playing on the line for Robert Hunt. Somebody just says that Thomas said the same thing. Without going for anybody during the trade deadline, you're expecting this offensive line to make it the rest of the year. That's what I was saying earlier. Now you got Eichenberg in at guard because of Robert Jones getting hurt. It's 3rd and 5. Let's see what they do. He's in an empty backfield. Do it back there by himself. Lots of heat. Oh, it's a completion to, let me guess, Tyreek Hill.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
If I'm behind, I can't do anything about it because I'm on NFL Network, so it is what it is. Can't see. All right, 1st and 10 from about the 40, right about the 40, no, about the 39. 2 is in a shotgun. Tyreek in motion again. There's a quick pitch to the right. That's going absolutely nowhere. So he's probably going to lose 2 yards on that play. So we're going to be basically 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 at this point. Time is now going to become a factor. Time is now going to be a factor. All right, so 5:32. Clock is running. 2nd and 16, they're calling it. Great game. Absolutely great game. All right, here. So, 2 is in a shotgun. Looks like Mostert is to his side. Got trips up top. And here they're bringing heat. Lots of heat. Oh, Tua gets butt munched. Wow, that hurt. Wow, that hurt. All right, 3rd and 20 or so. This is where they were before. I mean, you can't have a sack at that point. Let me see who gets beat. I think it's Armstead who gets really beat. But no, it's a blitz. It's a blitz. Armstead completely whiffed. Armstead completely whiffed on that one. 3rd and 26. 3rd and 26, 4.5 minutes. There's a snap. 2 is in under center, and the guys are in his face and incomplete. I got a flag again. Oh. You got to be kidding me. They're going to call that body weight stuff. Nope, they called holding. Whew. All right, so it's 4th and game. Oh, he's punting? Oh, no, you're not. You are punting with 4.5 minutes left, and you're... Wow. 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 You took 8 minutes off the clock, didn't score, and you're punting? Let's see if they can pin it down, or is it going to go in the end zone? He caught it? What the heck was that guy thinking? Ugh. All right, so Mahomes is 4th and 26. 4th and 26, and he didn't. Yeah, I guess you can't really go for it yet. It was fun. Not great, but fun. Have a great day off. Don't leave. Dude, there's 4 minutes left. They might get a stop here. Might get a TO. Yeah, it was too many yards. Too many yards. You're right. 4th and 26. You got to kick that. No, you're absolutely right. I was emotionally tied in and saying go for it, but 4th and 26. No, you're absolutely right. See, I can say when I'm wrong. I was wrong. 4th and 26. You don't have a choice. You got to punt it. You're absolutely right. Good field position. Defense needs to stop, and then they'll have a short field, score a TD, and go for 2. That ain't ever happening. They ain't gonna go for 2. They would take it to overtime, but don't go for 2. Time for the defense to make a stop again in the big moment and bail his offense out. Now understand, the Dolphins have 2 timeouts. They burned one earlier, so they have 2 timeouts plus a 2-minute warning. So effectively, there's 3 timeouts available to the Dolphins at this point. Why that guy didn't let that ball go in the end zone, I have no idea. It's not over. Nope, not over. Not over at all. Raphael, don't bail yet. 4:10 left. Dolphins are going to have to make a defensive stand here, and the Chiefs are going to have to get a first down. They are not going to be able to just lollygag their way through here and get, just run the clock off. Just can't happen. So you're going to have to get 1, maybe 2 timeouts to seal it. Yeah, you're right. 4 minutes is like half an hour in a football game. With both teams having a lot of timeouts, so you got 3 timeouts from the Chiefs, 2 timeouts from the Dolphins, plus the 2-minute warning. You got 6 stoppages of play. Obviously, the team that doesn't need to call the timeouts won't call a timeout. But let's see what happens. Plenty of time here. Robert Jones is being helped off the field. He's done. Actually, they're putting him on the cart. That sucks. That sucks. Yes, I did say that when he got sacked. I did say that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. All right. So 1st and 10. And a quick screen out to the right, and it goes for about 7 yards. And that was Kelsey. Kelsey shows up in the end of the 4th quarter. All right, so 4 minutes left. Clock is against them right now. 2nd and 4, so they got 6 yards on that, not 8. 6. They marked it 2nd and 4. Clock is running. Got to stop this first down here. Man in motion. And he hands it off, and he's right at the first down marker, or just short. So we're talking 3rd and inches right here. Monumental 3rd down here. 3rd and 1. If the defensive line ever needed to stop, right here, they need to stop. Let's go. Mahomes is under center. Travis Kelce goes in motion to the left. Let's see. Oh, cut block on Chubb. He's wide open. Guy doesn't have a player. He had to throw it away. Stupid call by Andy Reid. You're 3rd and 1, and you run that play? You deserve to lose, Andy. You deserve. Let's go. You're going to have to punt it. Oh, they have Kelsey just completely mobbed. I can't believe you didn't run that ball. I cannot believe you didn't run that ball. We're going to go to overtime, people. Getting a little OT. All right, so the Dolphins are going to get the ball back with just about, I'd say, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time. Fair catch down to the 24-yard line. All right, as Tom Stockel said, it's going to be 1st and 75 right now. Here comes the drive. This was good. That was a dumb bonehead play by Andy Reid. You're absolutely right. Why you would do that? That was completely stupid. I wonder if Patrick Mahomes changed the play. I don't know how many OTs that he has. So here we go. They didn't cut away the commercial. We're going to finish this game 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Let's go, Mike. Dial up some plays here. Plenty of time. 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. 2 is in the shotgun. Where's Tyreek? There goes Tyreek in motion. He hands it off to Jeff Wilson, who gets about a big run for about 20 yards.
That's another Miami Dolphins Dolphins.
The only thing about that play, he didn't run out of bounds. Dude, you were right there by the sidelines. You gained 20 yards. Hats off. Run out of bounds. Oh, my gosh, he didn't run out of bounds. Yeah. One play took you down to the 2-minute warning. You could have ran out of bounds. So now you only have 2 timeouts left in 2 minutes. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. This is crazy. George, you're absolutely right. No BS plays. Put your thinking caps on. Let's go, Michael Southern. Don't get cute, of course. Wow. We can hope that KC is getting tired. Yep, possibly. The only problem I had, beast mode was activated with Mostert. The only thing I would have said is, dude, you gained a big amount of yardage. Take it outside. A lot of time still, absolutely. Only 2 timeouts remaining. 2 timeouts left in this game here for the Dolphins. 2 timeouts, 2 minutes, plenty of time. So are we looking at overtime, people? Are we looking at a Germany game in overtime? Now, Chris, I don't think you go for 2. I think you got to play the odds and try to take them down in overtime. Wow. So what else we got here? I just don't think you go for 2. Well, you guys think otherwise? Avoid negative plays here. Absolutely no sacks. No penalties. Got to move forward. Jim Zecchi says, well, at least we have a chance. Wouldn't have thought so at halftime. So let me ask you guys. No, well, I'm not going to go there. I don't want to jinx it. Never mind. Extra point, no extra bratwurst needed. Just tie the game, go into overtime. Absolutely. Where's Garrell, your premium when you need him? Ooh, don't say that. Depends on how flat Kansas City is if we score. The way the defense is playing right now, I think you play for overtime. That's what I think. I think you got to go for overtime, assuming you score. Let's assume you score. I hope they tie. I'm not a fan of either, but love a good game. It's a great game. We need 6 before 2. Absolutely. Just got home from church. God first. Always. Glad to see they fought back. And they have fought back, indeed. So, we got a game here. 2 minutes and 2 timeouts is a long time. No sacks, no turnovers, no penalties. All right, Tua's in a shotgun. Looks like he's got Waddle in motion. They hand off to Mostert again, and he breaks it. He breaks it down to about the 30-yard line. And he didn't go out of bounds again.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Why didn't he go out of bounds? I mean, he was right there. He could have just turned and said, you know, I got as many yards as I'm going to get. I'm going to run out of bounds. And the Chiefs guy pulled him down. So 127. Unless the idea here is to score but not give Mahomes any time. That could be. Maybe that's why he tried to stay in bounds. So Tyreek's way over here. Tua's getting chased out again. Oh, no. Did he pick that? Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Wow. All right. So 2nd and 10. 1:10 left. All right here. 1:10 from about the 30-yard. I'm going to call it the 20. No, about the 31-yard line. Tua's in a shotgun. 2nd and 10. They're not going to get the play. Oh, they just barely got the playoff. He's looking at. Is that a flag? Waddle fell down. All right, so 3rd and 10. Don't have to get it all here because it's definitely 4 down territory here. What a game. No. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10. Tua is in shotgun. Got Mostert to his right. Where's Tyreek? Tyreek is in the slot. Looks like they're bringing heat. And they're not going to get to him. He's wide open. Waddle is wide open. Wide open. I don't know what Tua was doing on that pass. Good Lord. Wide open. Here we go. 4th and 10. Watch Tyreek. They're going to go for Tyreek. Waddle was wide open on that play. That was a touchdown. I don't know what the hell just happened. Whew, what a game. This is the game right here. Well, actually, the game before the game. If they don't score, if they at least get the first down. Tua is in a shotgun. Now we got a penalty. Timeout. Miami called my timeout. Wow. Waddle was wide open on that play. I don't know what if Tua and Waddle miscommunicated. Just doesn't make any sense. He was wide open. All right. So 4th and 10, 1 minute. Doesn't matter how much time is left at this point. Dolphins have 1 timeout, and they're down to their last play if they don't convert here. All right. Wow. All right. Can't have a penalty, can't have a sack. Definitely can't have a sack here. That goes without saying, but I said it, so I guess it happens. All right, let's see what here. Tyreek Hill, his uniform's dirty. Let's go 4th and 10. Let's see what happens. There's a snow. Oh, shit stains. All right, those of you who aren't watching, I'm sorry I said that, but what you just saw was Connor Williams. I have to see the replay. The snap just went right by Tua. I'm not sure if Tua missed it or did the snap was bad. Let's see. The snap comes. I don't think Tua was looking. Nope, Tua just missed it. Tua completely missed the snap. Oh, man. Wow. So, how's that narrative going, guys? What do you think? People are going to say almost, could have, should have, close game, could have won it, could have done this. But the fact remains. The Dolphins have lost to all 3 of the teams that have winning records. Came close today. Did a great job. Came back hard. Fell short. It's not a narrative. You're going to see it all over Twitter. You're going to see everybody saying, they almost won. They could have won. We could have won. We could have done it. Could have, would have, should have. They lost. No, there's no way. You can't dispel the narrative that they say. You're going to see everybody making excuses. Oh, you only lost to the Chiefs by 7. It continues. They did play a great game, but a couple people didn't step up when they had to. That's the bottom line here. The Dolphins are now 6-3. They've lost 3 games to teams with winning records. People are going to give all kinds of excuses. Expect it. They're going to say it's 1/17 of the season. But still, that's going to be hanging over this team's head. It's going to be hanging over this team's head for quite some time, at least the next 2-3 weeks. Unbelievable. Well, guys, thanks for coming in on a Sunday morning. It was fun, lots of fun. Wish it could have ended a different way. Very disappointing indeed. Don't forget, I'm going to do the Cowboys-Eagles game tonight. This afternoon, so join me for that. Sorry it didn't work out better. Talk to you in 2 weeks for the Dolphins, right? Because we have the bye next week.